Okay, I just blew it one time, so let's see if we can do it again.
Said it's okay. I will pick it up before I go to the shower. If she decides not to come, that's okay.
Just put okay then. And let's see if we get anybody tonight who wants to talk a little bit. Hello, is there anybody out there? Hun, well, never mind. I don't say. I need you to take and see about the see what it's like, what it sounds like, and all that stuff. But that's okay. I'm not worried. Might be a whole lot of people taking and doing a lot of other stuff tonight. Let's see here. It says I'm not even streaming yet. Oh. Hey, Movado, how are you? God, I can't even, for some reason, why can I not even see? Guys, for some reason, I can't even see my stream, whether I'm streaming or not, but okay. I guess I am. I just don't see the, I just don't see all of the other stuff that I'm supposed to. How you guys doing tonight? Do what, son? Huh. I don't have it here. Movado, I'm doing fine. I took and, busy as heck. Got a whole busy month ahead of me, but took and I got some good cherry picks from the other day. I went down to the local coin shop, picked up a few coins. I do variety, so needless to say, most of my stuff, is through ANAX. So I got a bunch of stuff back, and I took and while I was down there, there wasn't nothing else to look at, but they was doing some construction, sort of had me blocked into the parking lot. So I just sat there and I asked the guy to let me look through his Morgan dollars, and he let me look, and I found three pretty nice varieties. If you guys are on Variety and Arrows, you'll see, or you've seen the three. The coolest one is, or at least in my opinion, the coolest one is I found it's a nice 1900 O over CC that I'd give probably an AU 50, but still an O over CC. Hey, Steve. Paula, hello, my dear. How are you this evening? I think that, well, right now, Florida-Lena is taking and talking to my daughter-in-law. She's got a thing in my daughter, strike that. I don't know why I said my daughter-in-law. I meant my daughter. I'm not there right yet, but I took in my daughter's getting married, and she's having a shower, so it should prevail to be a little bit of fun, I hope. Let's see here. How does everything sound, guys? Because I took and I did a video the other day on CoinOp, and it didn't sound good to me. Hey, Currency Hunter, how are you this evening? Paula, I think it's a good thing. As far as I'm concerned, I don't care. As long as they are happy, that's all that matters to me, to be honest with you. Awesome, good, thanks, guys. Yeah, I don't understand what the heck. I took and I turned this up a little. So how you been, Kyle? I haven't taken. I've been busier than the one-legged man in the ass kicking contest here. So looking at you, seeing all the guys. If you haven't subscribed to Currency Hunter, you got to give him a shot. Good, a lot of content. I guarantee he's been busy looking at what he's been doing lately. So like I say, I got a box full of goodies here that I got back from ANAX. A lot of it I didn't, not real happy with what they give me on some grades. Let's see, is these the two? No. I don't know how good this will be to be able to show you, but I got two coins graded, and they gave me a Proof 66 cameo on this 55. It's a double die reverse. Both of them are double die reverse number 3s, and they gave me a cameo on this stupid one which you can see right there is cameo. This one, in my opinion, is more cameo. Now, that's in hand. And they took and gave me a Proof 64. It's like, did you guys get the wrong package or what? I don't get it. And the dealer that I took and got them from, I submitted it to a friend of mine who's a dealer who gets better prices than me. He took and he says that he agreed with me that we thought that the 64 was a cameo and actually a better grade. Hello, Joe. How you doing this evening, my friend? I hope everything's going good with you. So, but I took and I got a few. Where's poor old Cindy? I haven't seen her in here yet, but I got a nice little. She's gonna need this. A nice 1900 O over CC. When I picked up my slabs, I just started looking through the Morgans, and I might have said that and got distracted, but I think it's a nice little AU55. Good, Joe. I'm glad you're doing good. I got everything shipped out, guys. I don't know. Some of you might start getting your packages, maybe not. Because I know I did get one. I got, I think, let's see, what was Saturday I took in my day, ended up full. I forgot about a meeting. We had a pretty important meeting about taking and getting a coin show for our coin club. And they took and being I'm the one who's the basically number one person for that show, or strike that, number two person for that show. They wanted to have a lot of my input, so I was at a long meeting on Saturday, and I just never had a chance to get anything done. So what's everyone doing tonight? Let's see. I'm like I say, I'm guessing. I don't think I got anything mailed out till Monday, so I'm guessing nobody's got anything yet. I don't think any of you live that close to me. Anybody like proofs? Double dies? That's okay. I've been fired before. I fired myself probably about 5 or 6 times in my life. I've been my own boss, and I did some of the stupidest things like, you're fired. Yeah, you're fired. So, I'm okay with being fired. Just chilling. Well, oh man, I'm going to take it. I'll tell you what, next month I plan on having a few sales. As you all know, me and Ken's switching back and forth. Got lemons auctions in a while. Hello, Anna. How are you this evening? Let's see. Watching SJ, she's having an auction for a trip. Oh, really? Well, you know what? I'm getting ready also. Hey, maybe I ought to do that. I took in, man, I'll tell you what, this month coming up, I could do so many things, and I've been trying to figure out, and I don't know, maybe you guys can help me here, but I've been trying to figure out how. I've got a great nephew who wants to come down and spend a week with me because he wants to see what it's like in coins. He's got a real big interest in coins. And when I was at the family reunion, I think I've spoke of this already, he took and he was literally just chatting, asking me questions about every coin. And he is finding coins and change, bringing them up. And I don't know if my sister was taking and joking or not. She said that he'd like to come visit me and see what it's like. And I told her, I said, he's more than welcome to come here. And I took and when I did say that, I have no problem with it. But I thought about it the week that he's coming is a week right before I go. Me and Flordelina are going to go to Maine. We're going to Devil's Island for a week, taking a week off. And it's like, I've got all kinds of stuff I got to be doing. I've got to go get him. But then I was thinking, God, I would really love to take him up to the ANA's International Show of Money. Now, let me tell you, folks, if you've never been to a coin show, you go to the ANA International Show of Money, and if you don't have fun, you're doing something wrong. Because they have, and I kid you not, over 1,000 tables of dealers. The mint sets up there, and they have what they call the $1 billion, it's a $1 billion setup. You can look through, you can see $100,000 notes, $10,000 notes, not just one, but by the sheet, the whole sheet. It's absolutely amazing to go there. They have so many things for young numismatists, for people starting. I think it costs just a little bit to get into the show, unless you're an ANA member, which, guys, I can't tell you enough. I've been a member since 1995. The ANA has truly been something that has helped me with my, just in my hobby here. They've taught me a lot of stuff, and I've taken the numismatist scholar test in order to become a numismatist scholar. So, I mean, it's a little bit of a tough test to take, but I learned a lot of stuff. I learned that I didn't know as much as I thought I knew, but I learn all the time. So, but those are just two lovely things. But I'd love to take him there. I'm just trying to see if I don't know if I got the time to do it this month coming up because of everything else that we have going on. So maybe I ought to do what SJ's doing and have an auction for my trip and sell some coins. Sell some of my bigger ticket items. That was a mouthful, folks. And nobody saying anything. Playing here a second. Let's see here. Where we go? There it is. I'm going to move that out of the way. I'm going to see if I can show. Well, that's cool, Steve. Yeah, I was just messing around on that. I want to see if I can pull this up. Aha. It's hard to quite see that. Paula, you have a great evening as well. Enjoy the auction. I hope you get something exciting. Trying to show this O over CC off. Let's see here. See if I can't get this a little bit closer. Bear with me, folks. Sometimes it takes moving them around just a little bit to see them right. See, now I can see it, but I know what I'm looking for. Hey, Lincoln. How are you, my friend? I'm just trying to show off a O over CC and trying to get it to where y'all can see it halfway decent. I'm not certain I'm going to be able to get a good shot of it. Oh, you know what? I could, yeah. This is actually part of the C right here, and this is part of it over here, and you can see a bunch of the stuff on the inside of it too. I might take and see. Let me see here. I'm going to see if I can't play here a second and possibly, I'll say possibly. James, I'm doing good. How about yourself, my friend? See if I can't pull an image up here for you. See pictures. There's that. Give me a second. I'm trying to get a picture of this here. O over CC where you can see it. Hey, Blues Coins. How are you this evening? Looking for a picture right now. I can't get a good shot of it through this here, through my, through the scope. That's why I really don't care for the scope that well, but, aha, here we go. Let's see here. There we go. Okay. There. So this is, here, I'm going to put it right there so you can see it real good. That's the CC there, the O over CC. This is what I was trying to show you. I mean, I can enlarge it a little. I don't mind. I don't need to be the star. There you can see that CC a little bit better. That's what the O over CC VAM 11 looks like. Hope y'all got a good look at it. And poof, it's gone. So that's what I took, and I found that at the coin store. Okay. Maybe I can sell that to go towards my trip, my vacation. Let's see here. I'm going to try another one, see if this one will work. This is a 1896. I don't remember if this 1896 is the... I just don't remember which one it is. Thanks, Joe. Yeah, it's going to be for sale one of these days. I'm going to try and show you now. Let's see here. Let's see if we can figure out. Let's see, which one is this? Okay, this is the 6 over 6, 1896 over 6. Now, it's not hard to see. You can see the top of the 6 right here. This is an 1896 Morgan. It's not in that bad a shape, but hey, being I was just sitting around the shop waiting for the construction to resume or to get out of the way to where I could get up out of that place. These here were just a few of them I found. Like I say, right there is the, right in here is where you see the extra 6. And like I said, I think this is VAM, I want to say VAM 6. So that was another one I found. I got one more here I want to show you. Or I will show you. And this here is an 1886. See, 1886. And this one is, I believe, VAM 5. Now here again, this stupid thing, you can't see it as well. But, let's see here, hold on a second. Right here is part of the 1. And in hand, up in here, you can actually see the other part of the 8. I don't know, I might be able to move this and get us a better view of it. There, you can see the 1 pretty easy. That's why I hate some of these scopes. Here you can see the part of the 1, and right up in here is part of the 8, and that's curtailing what you're supposed to find. I think there's a die crack on it as well. Let's see, is it over here? Yeah, it's hard to see in this picture. See if I can get it to show up. Sometimes you gotta play with your pictures. You know, this is a good little lesson to anybody. Sometimes when you're playing with pictures, and I get these pictures that everyone says, hey, those are pretty good pictures on my site. It's because I'm doing what I'm doing right here. I'm just playing with them. Hey, Cindy, guess what I got out? I got out some candy. Let's see. I can't get this in here to show up so good. Let's see. I wonder if the date shows up. Yeah, see, this date shows up better upside down. See, and sometimes I'll take a picture like this, and I'll just capture this picture. As you can see, you can see a lot better with just the recutting of the date or the restamp, whatever it is. And then I just flip it around in a program so that I can take and give you oh yes, Cindy, I did. That's exactly what I was doing. You missed the O over CC, so there. Now, I don't know if this is supposed to have this, if this is part of the if that was just a lot lighter, or if that's just push from metal, just fatigue or something. But, all in all, that's a few of the things that I found. Note I said I found at the coin store while I was waiting to get in. Let's see here. Got me a real pretty, and I don't have my other camera set up, so this is all you guys get. I picked this out of a set. Anybody knows anything about the varieties, this here, one, it's a good grade. I wished it would have been a little higher, but it's the DDO DDR on a proof link and cent. This is the most desirable one. And this is a nice little coin. I'll be getting some nice photographs of it and linking it up. Yeah, boy. Tell you what, hard to show a proof with any kind of lighting. But that's one of them I got back. Another one I got back from it is, as you can see, it's the 1970 FS901. It's the reverse of the 68 proof reverse design hub. When I first found this in a set, I kid you not, I thought that this here thing was the 1970 No S dime. I really did. It's like, wow, that's got niceness to it. So I started looking for the different. I just had to. Let's see. I'm gonna put this in. See if I can't get this in under the scope. Well, I know I can't. It won't show up because of the reflection. But it had nice surfaces. Looked like a proof like, and I thought, wow, could this be the No S? It wasn't. And then as I was showing people, I got two of the 1955 double die reverse number threes. Nice little cameo on that one. And this is the one I'm complaining about. They never give me a cameo on this one. And I'm sorry, but me and the dealer, we both agree. This one's just as cameoed, if not more so, than the other one. And we couldn't understand why they gave me such a bad grade. So, hard to see those slabs under a scope. Yes, Ken Peavy, you know that. And that's why I don't even want to try. I ended up getting this in here as well. All these coins, by the way, are coins that I've cherry picked. 54 proof Lincoln cent double die reverse number one. They gave me 64. Let's see now. What else? Aha. I was hoping to get a uncirculated on this, but I never did. We only got an AU58. This is a 34 that I got from a show a few weeks ago. But they only give me the AU58. Now that'll show up, I bet you can. I bet you that'll show up on under a scope, or it should. Let's try that one. I believe it will. Let me see. Now if y'all, well, even though there's a little bit of lighting there, problems. Can we focus that just a hair better? Whoops. Here I am moving stuff around. And I don't want to. Let's see, wrong way. That's not too bad. You can see that one pretty good. But well, you're probably right, Ken, but it's just, as you know, the stupid LEDs that they put on there, I mean, they help light up the show, but you end up with the things. Now, I can't take them because of slab. I can't get down here really to show too well in the date. Yeah, Joe, that one there is going to be, that one's going up for sale. Let's see if we can get this one here. This here's a 1951. This is the D over S. Well, okay, this is the OMM number one. I might be able to play with the lighting a little bit. It's hard to tell, but you've got part of the S here. It comes through the center, and then you have part of it down here. Yes, I cherry picked every one of these, Mike. That's basically what I do, my friend. I cherry pick. And you'd believe, or you wouldn't believe, I should say, how many people miss them. I'm going to look at this in here, and I'm going to give it to you upside down to see if I can't get a shot of it. You really can't see it on this one here. Okay, this one is not going to give you the... I would need to increase the magnification, and I wished I would have taken a picture of it. But this one here is a 42S double die Auvers die 2. They give me a 64, which I guess that's an okay grade. But this is the early die state, and with a loop, or at least for me with a loop, I can see it's one of the early die states that you can actually see the tripling on the R and the U of trust. So it's a really nice example, but Okay, so Mike, you taking your cherry picker as well. That's cool. But you know what? After I don't know. I think you're like me, or maybe not. I take, and after I have now that I've cherry picked for so long, there's just some coins I just buy off of the. I just buy, period, because people have it. They have it. They might have a variety for sale, and they offer me a fair price for it to buy it, and I go ahead and buy it. Now here's one. Let's see here. Do I want to? I'll show you this one here. This one here, you have to wait to see this one here on CoinOp, because this one here is a new discovery. Mike, you know what? If you can't afford them, then you're not selling enough of your collection. At least that's the way I think about it. I can't afford half of the coins that I own, but I've found a way of, when I sell some of the varieties that I've cherry picked, I sell them and I just keep a fund, and I just let it build up until I can afford the variety I want. But I've also been really blessed to take and cherry pick some really, really nice varieties that, I mean, who would have ever suspected to see a 1897 one in the neck in a Mint State 63 red that a dealer would have at his table and want $60 for it, and he never noticed that there was a one in the neck? I picked it up real quick and I sent it straight to, I think it was PCGS. Well, now, Ken, if you enjoy acorns, that's okay too. I took and I made a lot of boot soup. I mean, that's how I could afford them at the beginning. You know, Mike, that's a good point you bring up. Because I'm debating on with my great nephew what to do. I've got sets. I can give him a complete set, Wow. Okay, you got a complete set. You can look at it. You can enjoy it. You can have fun. And I remember that I bought a complete set of Jefferson nickels. Nice BU set. Back in the day, I want to say it cost me a couple $100. And it's like, oh, wow, I got a complete set of Jefferson nickels. They were all beautiful. I'd say minimum grade of a 63, upwards of 65. And maybe even 66 or 7. I don't know. It's been sitting in my safe for 4 or 5 years now. I never get it out to look at it. But I've got a Mercury dime set I've been working on now for 15 some odd years, trying to fill it up in an AU-BU. I started out BU and I decided to lower my standards to a nice AU-58, and most people agree AU-58 to a MS-63, very, very little difference on a good 58. So I've lowered it to that, and been working on it for 15 some odd years. But you know what? I get her out, I look at it, gosh, I gotta fill that hole. And then as I'm looking at it to fill that hole, I go through, and I've got a list of every one of them I need. I already know that, but I look at the coins to see what condition they're in, see if they toned any or not, even though I've got them in one of those albums that they're not supposed to. I just take and I just like to look at it from time to time. So I think that it's more fun to fill the set yourself than to take and to just buy the complete set. You're telling me, Mike, because I took and I had the finances to purchase pretty much any of them I wanted, and they just didn't show up. And I'm having a hard time down to the last 11, and I'm having an extremely, extremely difficult time finding ones that will fit in my set. Note I said fit in my set. I've seen them in the grades I want, but they just don't work in my set. They're either to this or to that. To this or to that could be the luster's not there. A lot of mine have nice cartwheel luster. AUs might be dingy looking, dull looking, and I'm not interested. I figure I got time, and I'll go ahead and just take my time, because I know one thing for certain: there's plenty of coins. Mr. Peavy, by the way, I was talking with Dustin the other day. I opened up a bag that I'd gotten from the coin show last week, and I started looking through it. This here is just some of them that are what I call nicer grades. I mean better, nicer grades, early teens, from 1911 up. I mean, they're not perfect, but they're sellable. But this here stack right here, I took, and let me give you a little rundown of what I got that I found out of this one bag. This came out of a bag of pennies, guys. 1915S. Now, well, you know what? Let's throw them. I'll throw these underneath the loop or under the. Let me set up this camera or my scope, and I'll show you what condition these are, because these are things that I'm going to sell. But I'll show you the grades of them, because they're not the best, don't get me wrong, but they're definitely going to be coins that I can take and that people are going to need for their sets. Let's see, there we go. That's pretty good. Hold on 1 second here. Okay. Nice little 1915S. I mean, it's not bad. It's got good rims. No major detracting marks. Let me take and there's the reverse of it. Got a little bit of goober stuff right there in the 1 cent. I don't know, probably would come off. I haven't even tried. I don't know that I want to. But for 15S, I don't know, Mr. Peavy, would you agree with me? That's at least a fine coin. If you're still out there watching. Now, that was one of them. The Being the Liberty, Cindy, I think it might have gotten a hit. I don't know. Again, these were found in a bag. Okay, these were just found in a bag. Okay, the next one. And like I say, not all of them are going to be the best of grades. This is a 26S. You know, again, it's not a key or nothing like that. It's going to be a semi-key here shortly, I think, because of the amount of new people coming in. Again, it's coming out of a bag. You know, when you only have to pay a couple cents a piece, it's not too bad, 2 or 3 cents a piece. Here again, now this in here should make an extra fine, I think. Oh, you's in the kitchen? I'll throw that 15S up here in a second then. This in here I'd say is an extra fine. Just looking at the wheat ears, I think you'd have no problem making an extra fine. And again, it came up out of a bag. Let's see, Mr. Peavy, in case you didn't see the obverse of that 26S, here it is again. And again, I call that at least a nice extra fine. Let's see, strong reverse strikes on the 20s are more desirable. Yes, I agree, Ken. Let's see, here's the 15S for your viewing pleasure that I say should make a fine. Now, as Cindy pointed out, the B and Liberty got a hit. I don't know if anybody's paid attention to the pricing of the 15S, but they're getting up there. And then on that same 15S, here's the reverse. And like I say, it's got some goobers around the NE of 1. But I say this would make a fine. All the rims are nice, clear, crisp. I mean, I think I should be able to get a nice fine out of that. So now that's 2 of them that we've gotten out of the little stack. Now these are just the ones that I considered enough to take out and separate out. 1913S. Here's another one. Guys, better be looking at. Fine to a low end VF. Okay, Ken, I can accept that. 13S. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to the price of this. I mean, you can still see partial separation in the cheek. Not a lot, but there's a little bit there. Let's turn it over and see what we got there. Now, see, this in here is probably closer to the fine. I don't know that this would make VF. Yeah, you might be right, Cindy. One thing that I did notice on this in here, now I got under scope, looks like there's something down in here, a couple of minor hits. But I still think this here would make a fine grade. It's borderline, but it's still a nice one. Again, the rims are nice. So that's that one. Let's move on. This one here. Now this one here is a 1909. This, I believe, is the VDB. Not the double die. I already checked that. Not VF, but a strong find. Yeah, Ken, I agree. I mean, I know it's at least a good find, so. Now this here 09 VDB, I'll tell you what, a lot of them, it's hard to find these stupid things in circulation. People kept these by the rolls, but they do have them out there, so don't get me wrong. Now this one here, I mean, this one I have no problem with it being an extra fine, but let's see. Yeah, let's see if I can get the light on the VDB. There's a VDB. It's a strong VDB. By the way, people, if you don't know, finding that VDB strong is one of the things that you want to look for on a 09 VDB. You want to find that VDB to be strong because they did come very weak. Again, this isn't a bad coin. I mean, it'd be nice for somebody's set. It's got some dings and shit. I'd probably only sell this at a VF, even though it's higher than that, because of those dings down there between the two weed ears. But it is, you're right, Cindy. It's a nice chocolate brown, which is, it is a good, desirable color. Yeah, Ken, I agree. And that's why I say I would downgrade it for that reason. Now, here's a nice 1911D. Now, this one here. I mean, again, we got solid rims, which is a plus. Finding an 11D, that's a nice early mint state. Or, yeah, a nice early strike as far as, for the series. Let's see that. Oh, I got that backwards. Hold on. And you can still see part of the weed ears. Couple dings up there by pluribus on this here. Now, this is really the first time I've looked at these guys. I never looked at them under the scope. I seen the dates and I just pulled them out. I said, you know what? I could possibly sell these here on the online. Well, Ken, I don't think this one will make a VF personally. That's my grading. But you just seen it. It is what it is, the way I look at it. Now here's a 13D. 13Ds are getting harder and harder to come by as well. Yeah, Ken, I can handle that grade. Let's see here. 13D. A lot of wheat lines gone on that, but they still have some. Some hits down there just below America. I never noticed, but it looks to me like, and I think I've seen it in the past. Whoops. Looks like there's a nice little, well, it looks like a die crack right there. Yes, sir. Good eye. Ken, this in here was a 13D, wasn't it? Yeah, that's the 13D. But we ain't done yet. We may find a 12D. How about a 15D? Oh, Cindy, I think I would say that these here would be nice little upgrades for people who was using hole fillers. I mean, unless you're working on a brand new set, which, okay. Now, a 15D on the reverse, yeah. Now, see this one here, guys. I would give this one here an extra fine. Again, nice rims. That's one thing I noticed about all these. Or I'm noticing, I should say, about all these. 15D and extra, or very fine plus, I think is a nice coin. Definitely would fit in the set. Oh, what's this in here now? Another 09 VDB. Now, this in here, this one, now, Cindy, I sort of like this color better on this one, believe it or not. I don't believe this is the variety or any variety. but it was, I don't know how it was stored, but it was, whatever it was, I don't know. It just, I mean, this in here is actually, I would say this is a very, very nice. You can see the VDB down there pretty clear. This one would be an all-out nice coin. I don't know, Ken, what would you take and price that out? $15, say? Just a guess of mine off the top of my head. I haven't looked at the prices or nothing. It's not a bad 09 VDB. Let's see here. I'll move on. You can answer it later. 23S. I think this is a sleeper in the series. Nice coin. Okay, Ken, that's good to know. Yeah, this might be, you know what, guys, you're looking at what might be makeup of a lot of my coins the next auction since I just found them. Look at that 23S, all kinds of lines there. Beautiful rims. This is I'd say this is an AU coin. I'd have no problem calling it an AU. So again, remember, all these that I'm showing you right now came out of the same bag. I was really, really shocked to start seeing all these coming through. Now this 26D, this here is a lamination problem right here. This is not damage. That was a lamination problem, and I believe it comes up here into the in between in God. Yeah, Ken, don't you worry. I actually have two other bags I got to look through that I got at the same time. So, who knows? I'm not saying I'm going to find anything else, but I know this much. This one was enough for me for a little bit. I mean, I think these are some pretty nice. Again, 26D, that's getting a little tougher still to get, to get this in here in a better grade. Even though that's got the lamination, it still would fit nice into a set. Nice rims up there. Rims look good. I see a hit up here by the O of 1. I'd say this here is XF, but I would probably take and say, just, yeah, they are all nice, I think. I think they all look pretty good. I'm a little shocked at them. Let's see here. I mean, we're a little over halfway. Not all of them are that nice, guys, either. But, I mean, you can see, here's a 32D. Those are getting to be a little tougher to get. Well, Robert, I agree. It does add a little bit of character. Like I say, this here's the 20 or 32D. I think those are pretty. I used to collect a lot of those. I think those are undervalued right now. Personally, that's my personal opinion. Back's got a little bit of cruddy stuff. I don't know. That might even wipe off. I haven't even tried. Like I said, all of this is just where I got it. This is a nice XF at least. But like I said, I think there's, I don't know. I never put these in any particular order, so I'm just taking them off the top of the stack that I showed you guys. How you like this one, Mr. Peavy? Now, yeah, big old hit right there in the front of the face. 10S. I don't know about you all, but I'll take a 10S in any day of the week in any set or in any bag. Even with that hit in the front of the face. Like I say, I agree with you, Ken. I mean, I see it. So, it is what it is, though, I mean, to get a 10S, heck. Like I said, I'm happy to get a 10S in any of the bags I ever get. This is only, I think, the second 10S I found in a couple years in a bag. Okay, that was that one. Now here's a lower graded one, and I'm not certain. Oh, that might have been why, because this in here is a 19. I think this is an 11D. I'm not certain about this right here, guys. This here, I believe, is a strike through. I mean, because look at how it follows the contours, comes through here, and it even. This one here, I don't know that that's damage. I mean, it's a well-worn coin. Yeah, Cindy. Well, I mean, we can talk about that, but this is an 11D. I mean, now this is more of the grades that you would see, but when I seen that there, like I said, I'm just not so certain here. Cause I'm trying to get it over towards the light so you can see how it actually is following the contour. So I'm thinking strike through. I think it's a strike through. I'm not positive. Oh, wait a minute. No, it's not. This is the one. I apologize, guys. This is the one I seen somebody tried cutting it. I thought that was the strike through one because I got some strike throughs out of them too. I want to look this over, but I think that's what this is the cut. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna back off of what I just said because let me see here. It's got to be a cut, even though it looks like it was a strike through. Like I said, this is the first time looking at him under the coat, or yeah, under the scope. I don't think it's from cutting open a bag. I think this here somebody screwed with it back in the day, but still it's an 11D. No, I don't think a Dremel would have done that. Let's go to another one though. That's fine. Like I say, all these come out of the bag. I'm happy with them. Here's your 12D, Mr. Peavy. When was the last time you seen one this nice come up out of a bag? Even though look at his right under his nose, he's got a big hit. I mean, as a whole picture, it's not bad. Nice rim. I mean, it was, for the grade, I think it's fine. Here we go. A lot of weed here. Not a bad coin, you ask me, for a 12D, and that one's getting to be a tough one too. I know, I don't know where it's at yet, but I know we've got a, let's see, what's this in here? Is this it? Nope, 15D here. Now this in here, see, this is more what I'm used to seeing, Cindy, right here. Mustache Amanda wants one. Okay. But this here is more of the grade that I tend to see in bags. I mean, I don't see this one as being too high of a grade. See, the rim is about gone. This is more of what I would expect to see. Exactly, Cindy. That's what I'm saying too. This is what I would expect to see in a grades coming out of a bag. And I mean, that's more of what I would absolutely expect to see. Now let's go back. That's our next one here. Here's another 09. I don't know if this is a plain or a VDB yet, guys. Let's see what she is. We'll turn her over. Yeah, it's a VDB as well. Nice one. No, Cindy, I did find some woodies in here though, but this in here I don't think was one. That's just the nature of its toning. But again, we got a nice strong VDB. Heck, so far, I mean, I think we got a nice little auction that could be done with just these coins. Let's see, here we go, 19, S. Well, we know it's something, and I can't remember if I seen this. I think, let me look this under the scope, or under my loop. I will try and get this to pick up with the right lighting. This is an early, it's not the 11, I don't think. I think this is a 12 or 12 or 13S. I think it's a 12, but I'm not positive. Cindy, you might be right. It could be. No, Ken, it's not a 19. I can tell you that. I promise you that because it's got, when I look at it in hand, the upper part in here is open. So if it's open, it's got to be, it's either a 12 or a 13. 15 would be closed. 16 would be closed. 17. If it had a straight line, but there's something in the center here as well. 18 would be closed. 19 would be closed. I think it's a 12 or 13. Sure. Does that help you any, Ken? Tell me what you think. And I think it's closed off. That's why I don't think it's a 15, because it'd be closed off here for a 15. I don't believe it's 8. I mean, I'd love it to be a 15S. That's a key coin or semi-key, and they run pretty good. What do you think, Ken? I mean, there's a good detail under the chin there. Could be a 12S. I don't know. I'm showing you what I see. The letters, I don't know. The T got so weak, I wonder if this here is from a grease fill or something like that, because it's not worn off. Then Ken, I would have to say, when I looked at it, my initial thought was a 12. Just letting you know. I mean, that's what I initially looked at and I seen. But with it being the way it is, I don't know what to say. Here's the reverse. Oh, really? I wish somebody would have told me and I could have taken and done that. Heck, I could have showed you the date. Let me turn this back around. Let's see. Is that any better, guys, as far as to see the date? I mean, even though this one you can't see it. Let me take and, okay. Now I've got that out of my way. I believe this will show you a little bit better, but I won't be able to use my mouse as well. Like I say, this section right here is open. So it looks like it's either a 13 or a 12. I just cannot tell. I'd say it's a 12 or a 13. It's not coming down like a 5 would be. One moment and I'll tell you. There is no VDB. It does not have a VDB under the vest. I don't know if this is going to show up or not. But there's no VDB on that. Let me see if I turn it all the way upside down. If that lighting will hit it good enough for you to see it. It's smooth. I can tell you there's no VDB on there. And I never even thought about that, Mike, to be honest with you. But I promise you there's no VDB. Like I said, this thing looks like it might have been grease fill. Yeah, Mike, I think I've taken away that. Okay. Well, Ken, I take your word for it. I mean, you're seeing what I'm seeing, so I don't know. You think then the consensus is that that's a 12S? I'm down to only 2 more to go, guys. So, and I'll try and get you better photographs this time now. Here's a 24. Oh yeah, here. Look at this, Ken. A 1924D. Okay, Ken, that's what I'm leaning towards. But still, nice little 1924D. I'm going to take it right up to there so I'm certain you guys can see the date. And looking at the reverse of it. That's what I'm getting to, Ken. I figured everybody would want to see it. I see nothing but nice on it. Little weak on the 0 and 1, but that's normal for the 20s. Awesome, Ken. Okay, we got one more, everyone. I don't know if it's good, bad, or indifferent. Let's see here. What do we got here? We have 1915S. Now, this one, Cindy, may have been part of it. Or part of a Woody right there in front of the face. That is the alloy mixture issue right there, I believe. Yeah, that's what I think it is, Ken. I think that right there. I believe right in here is the splash of it, as you say. Now, I don't even know what the reverse looks like. Hold on. Oh, yeah, the reverse shows us a little bit more of it. Now, look at that big old hole right underneath the O of 1 on this pretty of a coin. Ken, I'm going to go down and look at that again. I'm going to reverse it and put it back up there in just a second. The reverse of this coin, it's definitely a Woody, but man, it took a little bit of abuse. But it's definitely a Woody. A shame that big old hit right there underneath the O. I don't believe that's any laminate problems, even though I see what looks like some over there. That's just not a hole. I bet you it's a, you know what, Ken? I said it was a hole, but I happened to notice right over in here. It's like, now I'm a little bit starting to wonder. Because of the Woody and that hole, and then, well, let's see. Hold on. I gotta move this up for me. This right over in here. You're right, Ken. I mean, you are very right. I want to go back and look at that obverse again, what you was talking about. Let's see here. Where did that other... Hold on, I want to take and I want to find that other one. Okay, let me put it side by side. Okay, there's our 15S, the collar. So what's your thoughts now? Let me take and hold on a second. I want to try and see if I can get them. There we go. Now, here's that collar. There's that collar. Wow. I don't believe just from Ken, I hear what you're saying. Looking at what I can see with the loop, which you know what, I'll try and show it here. I don't think we're going to be successful, but I'm going to try and show it. See if we can just get a little bit closer and see if I can get you guys to see anything that I'm seeing. Let's see, I want to leave that there. And I'm trying to get our stupid lighting to work with us. See, I'm seeing, just to show you, what I'm seeing is I see this up here and it looks like it's doing a curvature, okay? It's not coming down this way, I can tell you that. It's coming up and I see it right in through here, but I can't tell if it goes down for the 2 or if it's the 3. I just don't know which one it is. You might be right, Snake. I don't know. See, that's just it, Mike. That one there has got me a little... Let's see if I can move it a little bit and give you guys any other views. I'm trying to show you anything I can to where you can, judge it just right along with me. Let's see. Whoops, I got all... Okay. Trying to get it near some lighting or something to try and give you a shadow that I see. $70S large date, let's say a mint state 64. You're not looking at a whole lot, Snake. There's just not, there's too many of them made. You're talking, I mean, I can show you brand new ones, and a brand new one's worth maybe 50 cents, so if that gives you an idea. Trying to move this slow. See if you guys get any shadows that maybe even I'm missing. Triangle and Lurch, Ken says a 13 or 14. Well, either one of them would be fine with me. And you know what, Ken? I'm leaning. Cindy, let's see. I don't know if I got my. Where is my flashlight? I had a little flashlight here somewhere. I'm looking for it. Ugh. Let's see. See, I'm moving it around to try and see if anybody gets a hint. Mike, I would be happy if it's a 13. See, right there at the. Let's see here. I'll try and hold this. It looks to me in the hand that this is curved up here. Cindy, you're asking for a whole lot. It ain't doing nothing. It's right there at the side. I got to get it down a hair here. I want to take it, and I don't think that's helping me any. Let me see something here. I want to see what you guys can't see that I can see. It's a 12 or a 13. I'm gonna just say that, okay? That's my final saying. 12 or 13. But can you take a look at the underside of the left of the profile where the VDB was added? I don't like the mint mark. 1 minute, can you find it again? I just set these stupid things down and now I lost it. Let's see, that's not it. Oh, here it is right here. Let me see. Now, I'm glad you mentioned that, Ken. Because I want to get a 15 and I think I got it. Let's see, that's 15D. I've got a 15S here. Yeah, right here. It's not the 15S, I can tell you that right now. The S is too clear, but where's my 10S? Because the 10S would be similar to the 12, I believe. Okay, not that one. Okay. I see Liberty. Where do you see Liberty? Let's see here. What else do I have? Similar to the S used in 23, but we know it's not that late. I'm looking for. I thought I had a another early S. That's the 13. I thought I had a 15 or 13S. 11D. Okay, 13S. And the final one is 24D. That one's Warmore. Wow. Ken, when did they change that mint mark? Because this here has the clearer S like the 10S. That's the closest one. Ken, if you want, let me see if I can give you that view. I'm going to try. I ain't going to promise you nothing. Let me see what I can do here for you. Hold on, let me get a focus in here. Ken, does that show you anything? Higher? What do you mean higher? Let's see, maybe I can, hold on. Ken, if you look right there, it looks like the backside of a 3. Yeah, I don't see no VDB as well. Did the 13S have the same mint mark as the 10, 11, 12? Sorry, I can't hold it that still. Mike, I tend to agree with you. I'm starting to think that maybe this is a 13. Okay. Well, I think we can rule out a 16, a 14, a 15. I think you've only got the 12 or 13. I mean, you can take out the 11, the 10. Okay. Well, guys, there you go. So, 13 it is as far as I'm concerned. I don't know. I really don't know that I care, but yeah, those were the good ones out of everything I seen. I'm thinking 12 from what I see. Okay, Blues, you can think 12. A 12 and a 13 are very comparable in pricing, so, I mean, in that grade. So I wouldn't be worried about it. You know what? It'll probably be my next one on my next auction. I'm not going to take, and like I said, I think there's, well, what is there? There's 2, 4, 7, 9, 10, 13, 15, 16, 19 of them. And I promise you I could find a 20th one in here because these have got some nice ones too. I mean, let's see, just to give you an idea of what I pulled out of here. And this is just, it would be a whole roll. This one here was here's one that it's no date, but it looks like 11D, but I put it in my roll of defunks, I call them. 1909, 28S, 17 plain, but it's not a bad shape. 27D. Again, these were just stuff, 1933, 32. These are all, I believe, before 1940 that I pulled out. 19D. So, a 25, probably an XF plus. 28D. 16S. Yeah, I mean, it's just stuff like that to where 24S. I mean, even that one's a little bit better. Not much, but 18D. 17D. Yeah, I mean, this all come out of a bag. 2090, all of these came out of the same bag. An 09, let's see here, plain, not in bad shape. Another 09, it's a plain as well. 31 Denver, 29 San Francisco, 28 San Francisco. Yeah. See, I just went through a bunch of those dates. I mean, I still got more here. What's this in here? 25 San Francisco. Oh, my newest one, a 37D. 30 Denver. 1920 plain. I needed a 38 San Francisco. 1910, I found a couple 1910s. 29 plain, that's an XF plus. 21S, really nice 21S. Oh yeah, Ken? This one is a better one than I've had for about a year. 32D. Another 1910. 28D, that's really nice. 29D, that's not bad. 28S. 18S, shows separation of the cheap. No, this here is not one of Tim's bags. No, 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 no. 29D and the 28 plain. So, like I say, between the two, I can take, and I'm certain I'd have no problem. Also found a 1900 even Indian. Oh, yeah, you're not going to believe this stuff. A 1900 even Indian. I got to show you these here, too. Now, these came out of the same bag, okay? So you get to see the ugly Indians. I call them ugly Indians. But I promise you one of these is definitely going to go with no problem. Let's see now. Now let me get us a focus in here. And yes, I know these are bad. So like I said, they're ugly Indians the way I look at them. Let me move this up some again so I can get us the best view I can. And like I say, I make no qualm about them being ugly. I mean, I couldn't believe this in here. Somebody scratched it. It must have been buried. 1905 is like, why did you even waste your time? I agree with you, Ken. But no, wait, we ain't done. So, but this one here, I'll take ugly. It's ugly, but it's an 1873. Good night, Ann. You have a nice evening. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. And no, I could not see no doubling on this, Ken. But still, for an 1873, I was happy to see that one in that. I mean, most of your 73s, you can't even read the dates on them. And I mean a lot, because I see a lot of them. Let's look at the reverse of it. Yeah, Mike, I was getting to the back. I promise you. Back looks better than the obverse, if you ask me. Now, I don't know if somebody could clean this up. I'm not going to try to. This will be sold just like it is. But this came out of that bag as well, guys. Just to let you know. And then the last one is not quite as exciting, but it's a nicer coin. Lower grade, 1900, but it's a nice chocolate brown if you ask me. Yeah, Mike, it is bold for a 73. Yes, this is more what I would have expected to see out of the 73 is the grade like this. Yeah, I agree with you. You guys wouldn't believe what I put back in the bag. Okay. Just to give you an idea, this is what I got left to go through. And yes, this is how I got it. And this is what I've went through. Now, it wasn't a full bag. It just came this way. In the same section, I got this to go through. So, and I got that one a few days ago. So, where did that come from? Where'd that come from? Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, I'm happy with the bag. They say. So yeah, that'll be a auction coming live to you soon. Can I figure out? I've got to figure it up to where September or October we start flipping. You know, you said first in odd weeks and even weeks. I think just because of the calendar, we flip that in time. Believe it or not, on just every other Friday, it gets flipped back and forth, back and forth, back and forth throughout the year. So, because I just happened to look trying to get my schedule for when I go on vacation and coin shows and things like that I've got to go to. No, Mike, I got them at a local coin dealer, my friend. Got them at a local coin dealer. I've gotten bags from him, like I say, a little over a year ago, I got a bag from him. I got a bag from this guy one time that I took, and I kid you not, I found 3 1944 D over S, number 1. In the same bag, I found 4 of the number 2s. I found a 55D double die number 2. It was the double die number 2, not the real expensive one. I found, I think, 4 or 5 of the 1956 D over D with the D totally separate and to the south. This was all in one bag. I found a 1946 S over D. I found I don't know how many D over D RPM number 1, which those are pretty expensive and in good shape. Those are the ones that I remember. I can't remember for certain, but I may have found a 1917 double die in the same bag. It was a low grade, only I think it came back what is it, VF20, I think is what it was. One of the lowest graded ones I've had. Well, Mike, you know what? I wish I had 5 of them. Are you kidding me? Just like that. I mean, if I had 5 of them, I probably could take and just not have to worry too much. That would be fun. Yeah, this dealer keeps me. Well, same dealer's where I found the 1900 O over CC. And I just found that Monday. That plus those other 2 vans. Yeah, so, and he took, and actually all these 55 proofs that I've got that are double die pennies, I found all of those with him. Now, some of them were in sets, and I broke the sets up, and I just sold everything else separate as singles. But I've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 1955 double dies, Lincoln cents, and this one here, like I said, this one here, guys, you're going to have to go to Coin Op and watch the video that Dustin's going to do. I didn't feel right doing it myself on my own discovery, so I asked Dustin to do it. Hopefully he gets it up tonight, or maybe he'll do it tomorrow. But I can tell you this much, it's going to be a looker, and I promise you, variety specialist, I don't care who you are, once you see it, I think you're going to say, oh my, now I think it will rival the 55 DD04, DDR4. If not, it might even be, well, I'm just shocked that I found it, and I'll be honest with you. I have a feeling this is going to surpass in value like I say, the DDO, DDR. I found a new dealer that was hiding in an antique store today. Hey, I'd be burning him up. I'd be a friend with him. Say, hey, buddy, I'd tell him a couple things. Here, you need to, oh, yeah, look what I just found here. You ought to take that and try and sell it for a premium. Make him your buddy. Don't tell him nothing that's going to take and hurt you, but make him your buddy. That's what I would do if it was me. So, Cindy, you got to take, and I'll tell you what, you need to go out and start cutting grass because I've got a few Morgans that you're going to want. Oh, I took that's right. I got a little baggie I'm working on of strike throughs and BIEs for those of you who are interested. Let's see, what are these off to the side I got? I don't even know what I got. Oh, that's right. These here were, yeah, I never even went into the, that year number 22. I am not certain what you're talking. Oh, that you're 22. What are you talking about, Ken? Cool. Don't let him know about it. Oh, I'm sure we will too, Cindy. What are you talking about, Ken? That you're 22? Question mark. Which I took in yesterday. Man, I should have picked that up from that dealer. He has a 1922. Many people don't know about all 4 die pairing. Most people only know the 3 die pair, 1, 2, 3. Back in the 60s, somebody mentioned a, let's see, WDO number 22. Yes, Ken, that's mine. Yeah, that's the one. I found 2 of those, Ken. An AU, probably an AU 55, 58 with a rim ding, pretty bad one. I sold it after I had discovered the variety. I sold it on eBay and it sold for $330, I want to say. I know who bought it. I'm not going to mention their name because they went incognito when they bought it off of me off of eBay, so I don't want to mention their name because I have a feeling they may not want their name out there. But yeah, they took and they came in, and I know 2 of the players who was bidding. So, the video that Dustin's doing is not the WDDO 22. We've already done a video on that, but that one is mine. This one is going to be New Year on a proof, and in fact, I got a second proof that I'm getting ready to send to somebody else. You didn't find one, Ken? Dang it. I mean, well, I'm happy and I'm sad. I mean, I'm happy. Well, I'm not really real happy that you didn't, because a lot of people don't realize this. Just because you get one discovery, that does not make it a gazillion-dollar coin. You got to get a market. You got to get a sales established. I'm sorry to hear that, Ken. I really, like I say, I sort of wished you would have found something to help get the market to where you could have thrown it up for sale. Because everyone I know who's collected one, it's going straight into their private collection. They're not even selling them. And right now that I know of, there's 3, maybe 4 known to exist, and I own 2 of them. And I say 3 for sure, possibly 4, but it depends on the count. One person, because talking with Larry Briggs, he said that he thought, I think it was either Brian Allen or Brian Rabar, count 2. But I don't know if that's true, because and I don't remember if it was Allen or Rabar, but either one, I know Allen found one, and he cherry picked his. And I think it was like an XF or something like that. Nice. It still shows very nice. So if you have a bag, you should be able to find them. I took in after I discovered that a dealer that's about 50 miles from me, he took and had 8 brand new rolls of 1944s, and I bought them all. I mean, they're cheap rolls, $25 a roll. I bought every roll. I found some doubled eyes, but I never found that same variety, and I was so hoping. But like I say, I'm a little mixed on that. I want a market, but by the same token, the less, as far as the less amount of them show up, means they're scarcer than possibly even I can imagine. Once it gets into the Cherry Picker's Guide, which it will make the Cherry Picker's Guide, I'm told, everybody will take, and everybody will be Frank has a 22. I'd love to see it. Do you know what the grade is? However, I'm going to finish my thought. Once it gets in the cherry pickers guide, everybody will be looking, and that'll give us a truer idea as to the scarcity of it. Yeah, no, I know who Frank is. I'd buy it from him. I can tell you that right now. I'd be happy to buy it from him. Yeah, well, depending upon the price. But I don't know if he's wanting to sell it. I've not seen it. I don't know if Frank's told me about it or not. Well, Ken, I mean, the close-up, you got 3 points to look at. You got your date, of course. You can look at the first T in trust. That gives you a damn good diagnostic. And the last T of trust. All 3 of those locations are good for markers. The I actually has a marker there as well. There's a few other markers that were, yeah, Cindy, I know he's got auctions, but I don't think he's brought it up for sale, and he better get a hold of me. Frank, if you're out there watching, you better get a hold of me before you go auction it off so I can be a player in that game. Because I would be a player in it. I mean, it depends on the grade, because I've seen some that, I mean, I still have a Mint State 63 red brown of that coin. So right now, as far as I know, I have a top pop. And I'm debating on whether I want to sell it or not, because if I did, you guys would be a little shocked at the price that I would start it out at. And it's only from, okay, that's cool. Well, I can let him know too, Cindy. That's cool. Either way, it don't matter. I would just love to see it, to be honest with you. I don't know. I mean, because that would confirm to me if he has it, but he may have the 4th one. Because, see, I think there was a young man that took and showed one, possibly, and I don't know if well, I thought I've seen 4. And I guess my question is, there's a question of whether there's 4 or 5. Either way, that's still an awful, awful low number. I know Coin World, Newsmatic News, Coin Op, Variety and Error, Coin Op on Facebook. We all did, we all shoved it out there for people to look, and I know a lot of people that looked. Ken, you're talking about you went through a partial bag. I know another guy, he had about as many as what you mentioned, 1,500 of them. He said he went through every one of them and never found one either. So, and I can tell you right now, I took and I get, well, like those rolls that I just showed you, I have some rolls that were marked strictly 44s. I went through every one of them, never found a 1. Well, I'll tell you what, I got some sweet ass, some sweet woodies. I'd be happy to trade him. I'd be more than happy to trade him. Heck, I'll find some more. I'll grab it. Yeah, Ken, you're right. I mean, they made a gazillion in one of those. I get it. Like I said, I went through 8 rolls at one time. Plus, I don't know how many single rolls since I've found those. And here you guys have to understand, I took and I had my first one for a solid 6 or 8 years, maybe even 10, before I ever mentioned it to anybody, because I waited till I got my second one, because I wasn't certain about it. The second one was a uncirculated version that told me, yes, I was right. It is one, and I was shocked. So, Cindy, I appreciate it. I guarantee I'll get that there. I'll put a couple of them worms on the hook for him. Just kidding, Frank, if you're watching. But I mean, I'd be happy to trade if you like woodies. Heck, I'll find you a woody. Heck, I'll find. Let's see, what was it? Where did I see that? I might note this statement. I might still have it. I'm not certain, but I think I have what would be construed as a woody, only in silver. And it was an alloy mixture problem, but it's just where I guess the copper nickel never mixed up that well, or the copper never mixed that well with the nickel. And believe it or not, I've had gold that's got better woodies, Cindy. It's just not many people with gold really like to see the woodies. They're more into the gold. You talking about the? Did I sell that, or was that Ken Peavy? I don't know who sold it, Cindy. Was it mine or someone else's? Like I said, I'm not a woody collector, so I really don't know. Wow. Oh, okay. I think you might be talking about that silver one. And by the way, Cindy, are you still doing your rehearsals to get ready for the? Okay, I thought maybe so. Hey, Lugman Ahmad, or I think that's it. If I messed your name up, I apologize. But hello, welcome to my little show. Yes, Cindy, it seems to me I remember having one that was a pretty nice one as far as woodies go. So, do I believe in God? You're asking the wrong person. Yes, I do. Yeah, I'm just wondering if you're taking and if you're doing your rehearsal, getting ready for the big coin seminar. Lugman? No, I'm not Christian. Thank you very much. At least I don't consider myself a Christian. Ken, it didn't matter to me one way or the other, but yeah, I appreciate it. I don't like to take, and I don't care for talking politics and or religion. Yeah, it's not a good thing to do. But yes, Cindy, I'm talking about that. Ken has his Reagan. I thought it was I don't know what it was, but okay. Either way. Coin Seminat is filled up. Lots of space left on Sunday. Seminar. I knew what it was, Ken. Ken, now is that going to just be for the up till midnight, or are you trying to take an Are you sticking with that? Have mouse will travel. I say we try and go 24 hours a day. If we can find people to fill it, let them fill it. I really believe that because I think we may have people that are going to be from around the world. What the heck? I mean, if somebody's up at late, I mean, I know Lemon, he's up sometimes. I mean, goodness, I've taken and went to bed and woke up and he was still up there. Late nights are wide open. There you go, Cindy. If you're a little shy, maybe you could take and that would be perfect for you. I think you could do wonderful. Hello, Fritz Bender. Good evening to you. And I agree with you, Ken, but I'm a big proponent of let's run 24 hours a day. And if there's times I wake up pretty early or go to bed pretty late. And if there's nobody on the schedule, I will, well, see, that's going to be the only problem, filling that schedule right before, knowing in advance. Does it need to be live or a video? Well, Cindy, we would like it, or at least my understanding is we'd like to have it live so that if people ask questions, you can answer them. At least that's my understanding. And I am certain that Ken Peavy will correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, better watch it, Cindy. Ken's going to take and whip up on you with that. I'll tell you what, I would. Because I agree with him. There's nothing you can't do. As soon as you believe that, it becomes true. I'm a firm believer that there's nothing that you can't do unless you believe you can. Then it's true either way. Yes, the live presentation is the whole objective we want to take. And, I think I understand, Ken, that we want to show, maybe do a little speaking. And if somebody has a question, provided that they're not trolling, we take and we, answer some questions. But I mean, they're going to have to be well thought out questions. If it's not going to be, well, what do you think about this? And it's like, well, I can't see it here, so I would have to see them. Absolutely, Ken. Ken, me and you agree with a whole lot more than you can imagine. But then again, my conversation with you on the phone, even though we got it a little shortcutted for, I think you had a few, whoever, come to your door, I really enjoyed that conversation. Me and you actually do think a lot alike. Think about talking about and being a newbie and tips on what to do. Well, Cindy, you know what? You being a newbie, talk about what you know. I mean, what little, I remember someone telling me one time, you know what? I don't care if you've been working at this job for a week. You know more than the guy who's come in to the job for his first day and you can help. Just talk about what what you know about. You've been around these rooms a little bit. Oh, Jehovah on the porch. uh, okay, Ken. That's nice. I hope he does a good job. Heck, Cindy, whenever I get on here, I just talk about, whatever. I mean, I don't feel I'm absolutely spectacular on anything. I've been at it for about a year, but have so much more or so much to learn. Cindy, I've been at it for 40 years, and you wouldn't believe. I mean, when I took the test at the newsman test, I mean, I learned so much, and there's still more I know I can learn. There you go. Ken just gave you a very, very good topic right there. Yeah, talk about me being new. Cindy, something that you can teach them because, quite honestly, you're pretty good in the rooms as far as I've seen. I mean, besides your little sometimes wanting to play, which is fine. I mean, this hobby should be fun, and I totally accept it, and I have no problem with it. Um, but maybe you could teach them a little bit about some etiquette, as far as in the rooms. Because I know you. I mean, you're really a good. You're just good at when you're in the rooms. You don't take and you don't create no havoc and stuff of that nature. So I think you could do a wonderful job. You have more than I do. Hey, CJ, how are you doing? I haven't. Well, okay, I don't want to bring that up here. Cindy, there's nothing wrong with that. Let's see here. Ken says we have people who have no experience, just a light interest. Talk about the excitement of new finds, the joy of collecting. I agree with what Ken says. Put up no trespassing. They will not come on property. Oh, yes, CJ is in the house, guys. Say hi to CJ. I think everyone here is subscribed to each other. If not, go subscribe to everybody. This is a community. If you want to laugh, go to Cindy's place. That's Cindelicious mixing it up. I'll say, Cindy, I think you got more subscribers than I do. I've only got like 100 and maybe 100 here. Just letting you know. I mean, so it's just, it seems like most of my subscribers, except for that guy that Ken just zapped with his ray gun, seems like most of them are, well, a lot of you guys are more advanced. So, or at least knowledgeable enough to know that, just know it. There you go, Cindy. You just got a new subscriber. Hot dog. Thanks, Blues. I appreciate that. I ended up finding 441 as learning nickels when I went back through my nickels. CJ, that's not a bad find. All of those are good. I'm at 190, really? I didn't even know that. Yeah, there you go, Ken. Zap! You did a good job on that. I agree with Ken. Taking part in the summer seminar will help you because, I am promoting it on CoinOp. So, and that's hopefully we can drive a lot of people to everyone's channels. I was gonna say, yeah, CJ, that's a nice find to find 4 of those largest nickels. I know you can get them penny, nickel, dime, quarter. I think even in the half, for some reason that year they were going back and forth. Ooh, there you go, CJ. Looks like Mr. Peavy just gave you a some homework. I think I got some stuff of yours still, CJ, from the last auction, just in case. I don't know if you remembered it or not, or I missed it, one of the two. Because I know I still have your stuff, so. Yep, that's what happens when you come into the classroom with Ken. Y'all ought to know better than that. Homestead DDR is 170 different. Holy cow. Hey, I think my last RPM for the 1960 was up to 268 RPMs for the 1960. So, if y'all want, I mean, that would be a set in and of itself that somebody could put together, and good luck with it, because some of those RPMs are extremely, extremely hard to get. Yeah, on Wexler's, you're right, Fritz. I don't know about the 2009 DDR, because I'll tell you what, that's another one. There's a gazillion of them, and, you know, sometimes that high a number sort of turns me off. Ken found a nice RPM last night. Okay, what was that? Yeah, I'm not certain, Ken, either on the 2009 DDR. I know it's up there. That would be one to ask Jody, I think. I think Jody in the chat group at Facebook would take and do it. Man, you know what? My Facebook, I'm shocked that I'm able to talk to you guys and everything, because Wexler shows 101, Ken says. My elapsed time is stayed at 7/10 of a second, hasn't moved. I show no stream strength or nothing. Harper's Ferry, okay. 57D I sent in for the big show and missed the RPM on it. Oh, okay. There's a few RPMs on the 57D, but that's another one's got a lot of double dies. There are a lot of minor double dies on it. Blues had some coins in for the big show. Oh, okay. Yeah, here it is. Okay, right. I see it. Unless you're going to show me a link of it, but I'll have to check that out after the stream. RPM 7 has a die chip in the 5. That blue notice. Okay. Let's see. Cindy and a 1961D. Yeah, there's a lot of good things to look for. 61D over horizontal D is the #1 RPM, but you'd want to promote it as a D over horizontal D, but that's the best one in the group. However, there is a ton of them. I want to say RPM 13, 23, 15. Oh, man. There's a bunch of them, Cindy. They have, I believe, over 100 in the 1961D. 6061 had just a whole bunch of RPMs in them. Again, you have to look at the most recent update. Every time I get a roll, it's almost like finding 72 RPMs for the 61. Okay, that's what Ken's saying. Blues, the 57D, I can tell you right now, there is 3 of the main ones that are double die, but there is, I think, 20 some, and I can take and tell you right now that you know, they're harder double dies to see. If I had one in front of me, I'd take and show it to you. Or, well, I'd try and show it to you with that stupid scope, but it's one of the minor RPMs that are double dies that They're kind of tough to see. I I don't know, but you might be able to go blues. You might be able to go to errors-4-u, my eBay. I think I have one or two of them up there, but I could be mistaken because they go. But yeah, um, that's a good question. Maybe he took it. Maybe he. I don't know, Ken. I'm not certain what happened to the guy there, but yes, some of them, as Ken says, are just a tiny notch in the serifs. That's all they are. I mean, in fact, it's just a line. It's just like, if you don't know what you're looking for, it almost looks like somebody took a razor knife and cut it for an RPM. But they are true RPMs. And some of those very, 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 very minor RPMs are worth more than the strong ones because nobody looks for them. They throw them back in the bags, and people need them for their sets. And some people, I can tell you right now, I know for a fact of it, minimum of 24 people that are working to get the complete 1960D, every one of the RPMs, 61, all the RPMs, you name it. So CJ's got a 61D RPM 1. Awesome. That's the D over horizontal D, CJ. That's a cool one to have. I've got a few of them still. Ken, I think Ken, I think there's a lot of people that they've got their eyes trained like me, and for many, many years, I took the minor ones and I threw them back in the bag or the roll and said, "The heck with it." Hey, CJ, there's nothing wrong with that. I just found one that's up for auction right now. I think it's up for auction, or no, maybe it just sold. And I just sold one. Last I heard, Jody Gomez is missing 4 of the 1960D RPMs. I bet I've got 2 of them he needs because I got 2 of the latest ones. Unless he got one from me. And if last I heard, Ken, you said he was only at 260 or something like that. There's been 8 of them found since then, so he maybe need more than that. And I think me and you've had this conversation before. But yeah, Jody's one of them that, yeah, he's wanting to collect every one of the RPMs. I do hope he's double checking all those for markers and everything, because I know he has not got them all from me. Fritz, I'd be willing to bet that is small and large date for that. And by the way, yeah, Ken, you know what? Fritz brings up a good question. Has he got the 1960D RPM 100? Which is the small over large date, I believe. Which I think I've got, oh boy, I want to say 50 rolls of 1960D large dates I've got to go through. I've never went through them because I thought I was finding the large over small and small date rolls, and someone said they found them in the large date rolls, and maybe my mind played tricks with me, but I've got about 50 rolls I've got to go through now. I'm like, oh, okay. I just got to do it when I get time to do them or go through them. I love finding them. Usually, every time I've ever found a 60 small over large, I can usually expect to find another 6 or 7 more in the same roll. I've always found them in the amounts. It seems to me like it was 8. You know what, Ken? I've got 6 or 7 rolls of those myself that I've got to go through. 1970 SBU rolls. I just got them, and I honestly haven't went through them yet. Joe, yeah, Joe, you need to get a hold of me. If you're selling that other one, I want to buy it. I'm interested in buying it. I mean, if it's a good one, and depending upon the grade, I'm very interested in buying it. Hey, Brian Hooper, good evening. Welcome to our little Tuesday night talk. We're just talking right now about the Lincoln cents, different things. Oh, yeah, blues are still a lot. I mean, don't let nobody kid you, blues. Now I'm going to tell you guys this, and I promise you this is true. Even the bank wrap rolls, they're great. There you go, Ken. TNT, that's right. Tuesday Night Talk, baby. But I promise you, okay, we'll tell you, I got the email. Please do, Joe. I'm very interested. But, okay, here, I promise you this. There's a dealer I go to, like I just said, about 50 miles away. He's the one I found the 1897 Indian Mint State 63 with the 1 in the neck. Bought it for $60. However, I have bought no less than 1,000 rolls from this guy. These rolls, I don't care I don't care if they are in the plastic tubes. I don't care if they are bank wrap rolls. I don't care if they're in a roll where somebody just, hold on. Shit bag, open up. I don't care if they're in rolls like this. Now, this in here is a circulator roll from this other person, but if they're in this and they're brand new, I'll even get those from him if they're the right years. I don't care. People say, well, all 1972s have been looked through, 1970s have been looked through, 19, you name it's been looked through. No, they haven't. I took it in 72s. I'm probably up to 50, 72 double dice. Not the number one, but the more minor ones, which is okay with me. I have found. I don't know how many RPMs I found. I mean, and we are talking into the thousands. Let me think. What else? Double dies besides the 1972 I found. I have found, I believe in one roll, I found 3 1970S small dates, and it was in a tube. It was in a plastic tube. Plastic tube like this right here. It was brand new roll. They had it sealed, but nobody found them. They never looked for them. In fact, I went through the stupid roll the first time, and I was looking for RPMs, not looking for a small date. I took it, and after I got through with the roll, I never noticed them. And I thought, well, you know what? I don't even know what I was doing, but it's like, I'm going to go back through this roll. And I was looking. I was like, wait a minute. And I looked through, and it's like, that's a small date. I went through more of the roll, found another one, and then went through a little bit more of the roll. Found 3 1970 brand new. I mean, I think one of them came back in Mint State 64 because I got it slabbed because it looked, I thought it had a chance at a 65. So do not believe what everyone tells you. Most dealers, they don't have time to look. If they have a thriving business, if you go to a dealer and he's got a very, very busy, if you see he's doing a lot of stuff, find your dealer like that who's constantly got people in buying and he's buying and selling. Go to him. He don't have time to look. He don't have time to look through his pennies. He's not going to. He knows he's only going to make 10, 20, 30 cents, maybe 50 cents on a roll. Do you think he's going to get it out and start looking? Unless he's employing somebody who is knowledgeable like myself, Ken Peavy, and there's others, don't get me wrong, that know what a variety is, he ain't going to pay them. It's not worth the money. So the rolls, people say, oh, everything on eBay's been searched. Really? I just got through cherry picking 2 1947S. Seen them right in the picture. 1947S, Roosevelt dime, double die reverse. The number 1, it's in the cherry picker's guide. I just cherry picked 2 of them. And the guy had them for, I think it was $12 as a buy it now. I made him an offer on the 2 I wanted, and he took them, and I'll tell you right now, I ended up, well, when I got them, the first thing I did was look to see if they were the double die, which they were, so I knew he wasn't using a stock photos. I have seen older nickel rolls that are shrink wrapped, or the original bank wraps, like with a hard plastic. No, Blues. Your old nickel rolls. You know what? Give me a second and I'll show you because I got a few of them. Okay, sorry about that. But now this is a more modern Jefferson nickel roll, brand new. Let's see, this is I think it's a 72D. I can't tell whoever did the writing. Yeah, this is a 72D roll, so this is one of the more moderns. But the older style, and you know, a lot of people say, oh, that's original bank wrap roll. This is not an original bank wrap roll. Like it or not, I don't care what someone tells you, that's not an original bank wrap roll. Most of the times, these rolls came out of the federal mint. The federal branch would have put their name on it. But these here are one piece of paper and they're crimped on both sides at the same time. You can tell the difference on them. The ones that are made to where one side is crimped and the other side you can see was done by another person, those are the ones that are most likely searched, and I won't even buy those anymore. Let's see. Ken Peavy says, let me look here and see what I got here. I just noticed his picture of the double dies. I like it. Oh, folks, those there are all pictures that were taken by J.T. Stanton, just to let you know. 1909, double die, I found it. This is my cherry pick wall, coins I found. But these here pictures were taken by J.T. Stanton, just to let you know. Those are all in the back of that. They're signed. It was given to me by a good friend of mine when I first got the photograph. He gave it to me. He's a doctor friend that I've got. There's only 2 on that photograph right now that I have not found yet, that I have not cherry-picked myself. Everything on that wall I've cherry-picked except for 2 of them. One being the 1955 double die obverse, and the second being the 1972 die pair 1 double die obverse. Those are the only 2 I've not found. Everything else on that wall and then some I've cherry-picked. Let's see here. Just pulled a couple of those 70S rolls. One had a check mark and my handwriting of the date, and the other does not. Okay, that might mean you looked at it, Ken. Fritz says, Robert, did you find a new 46 variety lately? Are we talking penny, nickel, dime, quarter, half? What, Fritz? I need to have denomination. Let's see here. Yeah, it is. Oh, thanks, Joe. Thanks, Cindy. I think it's a bad to the bone. Like I said, I was given that about 10 years ago by my doctor friend, who he's just a swell guy. I mean, he took and he buys varieties and stuff, and he always gives me rewards to find, like the 1956 D Lincoln Cent, the RPM, I think it's 18. He was having a hard time. Nobody he knew could find it. He says, I'll give you $50. I don't care what grade it is. He says, just find me one. And it just so happened I had a bag. I don't know. Maybe it was hand wrap rolls that somebody had given me, or I bought at a bank or something like that. Because I used to advertise I'd buy old coins. I bought it and I went through it, and there it was. And I called him, hey, Neil, come get this. And he's like, here you go. And sure enough, he gave me my $50 and off he went. Since then, I found some brand new ones. But yeah, that picture back there, like I said, every one of them, J.T. Stanton, just so that you guys know. And by the way, the back, you can't see it because it's covered, of course. But I'm told that every one of those photographs are autographed by J.T. Maybe Bill Fevis as well. So yeah, it's just a little something that when I took and I put that up there just because I liked it and I thought it would be appropriate for a coin channel. And Dustin took and gave me that to take and to put up so that I could have that up for coin op. So, but those are my things. And just to let you know, Ken, I don't take and I do not date them or anything. If I've got a roll and it's got a line under the date, you might not see the date on that too well, but if it's got a line under it, that's my mark to let me know that I've looked through that roll. Now, like this in here, I've not looked through it. I know how I mark my rolls as well. 1972D, I don't know if there's anyone's in there. So, yes, Cindy, it does. But you know what? There's going to be here hopefully soon, because I'm told the new Cherry Pickers Guide, the second volume for Volume 6, second edition, or yeah, something like that. But Volume 2, I think it is. I think it's the 6th edition, Volume 2, has been shoved forward. It's been moved up in the schedule. And right now, as a lot of you know, Larry Briggs, he helps with it. He is going to take, and he owns Segs. Me and him have been friends for a long time, and he helped me with the 66 dime with the 5 on the cheek. But he had taken, and he's working to get that done. But I have 2, maybe 3 that of my coins that are new discoveries. I know for certain 2 on this one, but there may be 1 more in the 7th edition that will be the 44 that Ken Peavy was talking about earlier, the 44 double die number 22. That one I'm told is definitely going to make it in. In fact, somebody told me there's already a number for it. I haven't been privy to that, but I've been told there's already a number for that in the Feed the Stanton guide. Yeah, Ken, simple code. I'm not certain what you're referencing on a simple code other than it's a simple way for me to keep it up as far as to keep track of which ones I've cherry picked and which ones I haven't. And let's see. I would say the most difficult one on that wall to cherry pick would probably have to be, it's one of 2 coins. The 1946 S over D Lincoln cent, or the 1947 double die Averse Lincoln cent. Those 2 are probably the toughest. I found, I don't know how many 17 double dies, 09 VDB double dies. I just got through telling you about a bag where I found a bunch of the 44D over S, both 1 and 2. The 56D over D, I believe it's RPM number 8, which is the one that's directly by my head. Those I found a bunch of. Now the 55, of course, that's right there. Oops, wrong side. The 55 double die, now that's one that I've been asked to look through a bag, original bank sewn bag of those, and I may be doing that in October, November, which I've always said I intend to find one in my lifetime, one of the double dies. When I was told that I get to look through an entire bag, I'm thinking I might find 100 of those things. Who knows? But we're working right now on an agreement between me and the person, and I was told, I can't remember if he said 70 or 700 bags of BU bank sewn bags. Cool, Blues. That's I might be around for a minute or 2 more. But yeah, how would you all like to go through, like I said, 70 or 700 bank sewn bags? That's the way they used to come out. Penny, about 6 months ago. Oh, okay. I'm trying to think, Fritz. Did I? No, I think, Fritz, that was a 48D, I think you're referring to. I believe it's a 48D RPM. I don't even know what RPM number it is now. I've got every one of them. I don't know if I got every one, but I got most of my discoveries. In fact, I have to take them to my safe. I took them. I have them here at my place right now. I got them out to show some people some stuff, and I have not put them back yet. But I can only say there's 8 or 10 of them that I've got here. I don't remember. I may have sold 1 or 2. I don't remember. And no, I take that back. I know for a fact I did, because Hey, hey, Mr. Coin Op, how are you doing? We have Dustin Morgan in the house, everybody. Evening, Mr. Morgan. I hope you're having just a wonderful day. I hope you got my text for you today, and hope everything's working cool. Cindy, that's why I took and wanted you to get that one double die so that you could see him. I hope you study that a lot, and I hope it helps you. Long day, huh? Yeah, that bites. That really bites. I'm gonna try, Dustin, and get a few other things together. Maybe put together a few of my finds. I just found, I don't know if I told you, but I got a 1900, another 1900 O over CC. I did, and tomorrow I want to kick off the month of video with a video of your discovery. Now, see, I never told him what year it was, Dustin. I just showed him the back of it. That's okay. Yep, here you go, guys. Double die offers number 10. You guys will be able to look at it, but you're not going to be able to see which one it is until you watch the video from CoinOp, and you will see the doubling. Now Dustin's seen it. That's okay, Dustin. That'll be fine. Guys, I'll tell you what. Yeah, you asked. Right there's Dustin. He's seen the close-ups of it. That bad boy is better than any of the other 55 proof double dies, even the DDO4 and DDR4, which was the strongest. This one here beats it hands down. Thanks, Joe. That's okay, Mike. You know, the people that are in here, I really don't mind sharing with you guys. You're all okay in my book. I don't care what anybody, I don't care what Cindy says about y'all. I think you're pretty cool. That's cool, though, Dustin. I'm glad to hear that. Like I say, that's fine with me. Yeah, as proof DDOs go, it is. By the way, Dustin, I got another double die offers I got to show you. This is not on Lincoln Penny, and it's going to be a new discovery. I've looked everywhere, and it's going to be one of them that there's a few of them out there for the year, and they're minor, and it's on a proof coin, but this one here is stronger, so it'll be another one that I'm certain is going to be a new double die. I checked Variety Vista, John Wexler. I even went to some other places, so yeah, Ken. Oh, man, Dustin, I'll tell you what, I'm trying. Note the statement. I'm trying to get to the August 14th to the Philadelphia. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it or not, but I'm thinking if I can take and get enough people, maybe I'm gonna do like SJ Mixed Adventure. She's doing an auction to go on or I guess on a trip. I'm thinking I might just do a auction and do the same thing to go on a trip. I figure I'm going to need a little bit for it, but how far are you away from Philly? It seems to me you're pretty close to Philadelphia. I might be able to come there, and you might have to buy a couple air mattresses for me and the wife so we can take and snooze, man. Stay at your place. No, Fritz, he's in the eastern part of PA. I thought you was pretty close. You're only like maybe an hour out, Dustin, I think. Awesome. Dustin, if you don't mind, I may come to visit you. Like I say, I'm not guaranteeing nothing yet. Oh yeah, Mike, the 25th, 26th show in Georgia. We got a seminar to do. Hey Dustin, was you gonna do anything at the Coin Seminar August 25th and 6th? Just curious. Yeah, Fritz, I live down in the Cincinnati, Ohio area. Mike, That would be nice, but I'm going to be heading to Maine about that time of the month. And by the way, I might take, that'd be cool, Dustin. I might take and stop by and say, hey, I'm just maybe, um, probably be around August, the end of August, the first day of September, somewhere right in there, like maybe the 30th. But I may stop by just to say hi and maybe look at the store. I haven't had an opportunity. Be yourself, Dustin. There's nothing major to it. We're just going to go in and talk about. It's just a seminar. Talk whatever you want. You can pick your own topic, your own subject. I'm thinking it's going to be fun. There you go. Ken Peavy's on the ball. Yeah, Mike, I'm heading in the opposite direction. I may try and get down to a fun show, Mike, and maybe I can stop by through there one of those days and say, hey, man, that's good that you've been busy over there. You know, that show coming up, that'll be helpful. You can get some good stock to take over to the show. There's going to be plenty of buyers at that show in Philadelphia. I promise you that. Let's see here. Nah, Cindy, Dustin's pretty good at it. He knows, Cindy, I guarantee you, Dustin knows pretty good on the, oh, okay. That's cool, though, Dustin. I'm glad to hear that. Cadillac problems, man. Cadillac problems. I don't know, Cindy. I might be able to sneak in a cherry pick off of Dustin every now and then, but I don't know. He's pretty snippy at that stuff. Wow, that's awesome. Um, Fritz, I don't remember. Dustin, I haven't discovered anything on a 1946 Lincoln cent in the last 6 months, have I? Christ, that's bad when I gotta ask Dustin. Oh. Oh, come on, Sandy. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to let that secret out. I won't tell nobody, I promise. Well, Fritz, he's going on a 1 month bender on CoinOp to take and put up new contents. Yeah, see, I don't remember it either, Dustin. And Fritz was saying that he thought it was something on the vest or something. I don't remember anything. It wasn't me. Must have been another Robert, Fritz. That's all I can say, buddy. I mean, if I would, I'd have been happy to tell you, but I honestly don't remember anything. Ken, it seems to me CoinOp has done that. See, folks, right there. There's Dustin. He's got him a store. He just said what I just told you. He's welcome to cherry pick the store. I don't have time to. And he's absolutely right. Most dealers don't have the time. You guys are worried about them cherry picking the pennies. Shit, they ain't got time to cherry pick the dollars, let alone the pennies. Cindy, I know. I'm just rubbing you too. Let's see. Do you know how many new discoveries you have, Robert? Oh, Joe. Like I said, I've sold one or two. I want to say at least a dozen. You'd have to look through the list. I took, and I know for a fact I sold my 1945, and I think it's Brian Raines owns it right now because he has a Mint State 63 ANAX 1945 Mercury Dime double die obverse double die reverse, and I sold it a long time ago. He said it came in from somebody else, so it wasn't me that he bought it from. So I think he may have my original discovery coin, and I'm working with him now. If he'll ever find the stupid thing, I'd like to buy it back, and as long as you don't want to charge a stupid number, I'd be willing to buy it back. I've got another one. I've actually cherry picked two others since then. But Joe, to give you an honest number, I want to say about a dozen, I think. Fritz, you are absolutely correct. The 1944 I found. How many years has it been since 1944? I just took and pushed it over as the discovery. Coins come in so fast and go back out the door just as fast. We really don't have time to look for varieties when it comes in. And that was a point I was just making, Dustin. You know, everyone's saying that, oh, everything was damn right. I love it when dealers and collectors alike think that everything's been cherry picked. Like, I'll take one of those, one of those, one of those, one of those. I'm good. I mean, come on. Guys, I was just at a dealer's place. I found a 1900 O over CC. This is a nice AU coin. That's one. 1890, 1889 recut date. Nice unk coin. A 1896 recut date again. I found 3 of them in less than 30 minutes. Cindy, I already had showed you. Let's see, Oral Rig Collection has an auction at the end of August. It's featuring the container collection of large scent varieties. Wow, that'll be awesome. That would be real awesome, Dustin. I have to check that out. Let's see here. I'm trying to get permission to take me. That would be awesome if you could get a video of that. That would really be cool. I know the people who do the great collections, but I really hope you the luck on that. You might be good. You might be good to go because of Coin Op. Definitely would drop that name because that may be very informative. I'm certain they're going to have to take and, any more people have to recognize that we are contentions as far as, to get them some free advertisement, that it's just a plus plus for everyone around. Okay, well, good luck on that. I wished I knew the people privately and I would put in a good word for us, but I really don't. Or at least I don't think I do if it's the people I think that own it. Someone told me, Dustin, just so that you know, and I could be wrong about this, but someone told me that the same people that own great collections is the one who took and had teletrade. Okay. Well, that's cool. If you don't mind, Dustin, I happen to notice you've added a channel that I seen whenever I get into CoinOp. I haven't went to visit that channel yet, but I think I'm going to if you don't mind. I didn't want to do nothing without asking you first. I think it's, well, I don't even know if I want to mention the name. If you do, that's fine. It must be under the same email that CoinOp is under. When you take and switch accounts, you have it to the option to go to 2 different channels for the same email. I think it is, yes. I'd hate to say the name of it if you've got it secret. Or I don't want to give out any information just in case. We can talk about it another time. There's no reason to talk about it now. That's what I thought it was, but like I say, I didn't want to, in case you was going to bring out just some kind of surprise or something, I don't want to say anything about it because unlike some people that give away the, no, I'm just kidding. But I'm working on, just to let you know, Dustin, I'm working on pulling pictures to get us some content for August. And I was thinking I've got a lot of stuff like these three. By the way, these three Morgans that I just told you about, I took, and I'll get full pictures of them. So if you'd like to use that for a content on a find, I mean, that's just minimal as to what I've got. So here lately, I mean, it's like a whole new collection that's come through, and I have found a lot of varieties here lately. So, and I mean nice varieties. I found a few of them that I think would be extremely nice for you to take them to showcase, highlight, whatever you want to call it. But just putting them together as, you know, find of the week. I could probably put you together a find of the week for the whole month of August, just so you know. Fritz, really? Westchester, I know some, well, I had some in-laws, now they're outlaws, that used to live up in Westchester. Yeah, then I'll start putting them together for you, Dustin, just so that you'll have those. I might try and put one or two of them together if you don't mind being. I need to learn that back part that you do. I just need to learn that. I apologize. I wished I knew it. I wish we had more time to spend together when you was here to where we could have. I just don't think, I don't know. You understand, and I'm doing my best to get it up and running to where, you know, making it as easy on you as I possibly can and get a video or two out there. Because I'll tell you what, my God, Dustin, I understand now. I mean, that is a lot of work. Well, Fritz, I don't know, man. I wasn't even glistening in my mom and dad's eyes in the 40s. Heck, back in the 40s, that was just a cow town. I wished I knew more, Dustin, but you know what? I am learning it, so I'm looking at going out and getting a tower, just so that you know, Dustin. I haven't gotten that far yet, but I'm looking to get a tower and getting me a huge video card so that I can take and get as good as Ken Peavy. Don't tell him I said that. Well, as good as you guys are. I mean, you guys, you know, I've been using a laptop. I didn't realize it. And I tried switching the camera the other day and it crashed my computer. And then I had to wait for it to all come back up and start running again. Thank God I wasn't in the middle of an auction. Yeah, don't tell that Ken Peavy guy. Thanks, Joe. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all your guys' support. I really, really do. I mean, it's, you know, you know, Dustin helped me out immensely because one thing, like he told me, nobody likes to listen to themselves. Don't ask me why. It's got something to do with from here to here. So, well, you know what, Dustin, give me some specs so I know what to look for because I need to get some specs on the computer. And I just want to ask the guys at the computer store. Well, thank you, Ken. You know, yeah, well, at first I was a little camera shy, I guess you could call it. Awesome, Dustin. That's good to hear. I'm glad to hear it. Hello, Robert. How are you this evening? Welcome to this evening's little talk. Well, like I said, I thank you guys. I really do care. Or, you know, I just try to get out and, you know, you guys, right there's Dustin again. You can all ask Dustin. The whole purpose that I was doing this was strictly to educate and try and help people in the hobby. And that's still my goal. I really, really just want to help. I don't, you know, I don't care about my part of it. Gaming computers are also wonderful for video processing. Well, see, that's what I was told the last time, Dustin. So, yes. I guarantee you guys, Ken Peavy is a heck of a motivator. 469S is one a proof. How can I tell? By the strike. I can give you here. Here's a business strike that is proof light. Let me put it under this other scope, and you'll see now, Dustin, why right now I've got to do it this way until I get a tower. But Robert, this here is a business strike coin. But if you look at it, it's got, I mean, it shines real good. And I believe a lot of it has to do with the fact that it is the proof reverse. You can tell right there. I know it's low, but right down in here, I gotta move this up. Right in here, you can see on the flame, that's the proof reverse. So, but this is more of a proof surface, but that's not a proof coin. Now, let's see here. Here's a proof coin right here. And you can just see the difference. Now I'm trying to find that light, Ken Peavy. And I can't get the light to, there we go. I mean, they just reflect a whole lot. And another thing that you want to look for is right on the edges. They're real crisp. And I mean really crisp. So, let's see. Hey, hidden newsmatist. Hello, hello, hello. But that is where you see the difference. Let me change this back. But that's the way I've got to do mine right now until I get, I think, a video card, because my system will not carry them both. It won't separate them, but I'll figure out a way of getting it done. I'm going to talk to those guys, and hopefully I'll get that resolved where I can do it like Ken and like Ken, like you, Dustin, and everybody else, where I get the picture off to this one side or the other, on the other side. So, but that is my project to have it done this year, actually. I collect coins. Well, that's a good thing. You're in the right place then. Yes. You know what? You're right. I never even thought about that, Dustin, but you're right. That is the problem that we had in Bellingham. You're right. So I just need to hopefully I just need to get a tower. Well, Robert, I'm gonna have to look to see. I've always been an Acer fan, but don't get me wrong. I don't even remember what I started using laptops probably 10, 15 years. Let's see, I guess about 10 years ago, and I used to have a tower. Yeah, see, and that's my thought, Dustin, is I want to get a tower, but I don't know that I'll be able to take it on the road. I understand what you're saying. I guess it wouldn't be no different than packing up a box full of coins and taking it to a show or something. So, yeah. Business class tower is, what's the difference, hidden? Somebody, I know we got some computer gurus in the rooms that also play with coins. There you go, Robert. Dustin's using the Dell. See, Cindy, I think, that's about like it. I think I actually had a tower up till, well, whenever I got divorced 5 years ago. Actually, it ended up, I never got it. That was something that went in the divorce. What does a tower have that a laptop doesn't? A better video card. That's for one, Mike. I can tell you that. Okay, hidden. See, I need to look into that because I want to take in how big of a price difference are you talking, hidden? If you don't mind me asking, because I'm not rich by no stretch of the imagination. So I look at that quality of price. Well, Dustin, see, and that's what Mike, let me think here. I don't think I could put a video card in a laptop, in my laptop. I've got Acer. I don't know. Maybe some of the Acers or some of the laptops you can. I mean, I looked at some laptops and they have video laptops, but I don't want to take a chance. 125 more if you have a business class tower, longevity. Oh, no, Hidden. I agree with that. I will send you a link to the tower I'm looking at. Okay. Please, Dustin, do. Cindy, yeah, do that. This computer I'm using is an Acer. It's the Aspire 7739Z-4609. It has, I mean, today it's small. When I had it, it was great. Let's see, they make gaming laptops that would handle everything. Well, see, now I was looking at that, Dustin, but you know what? They wanted a gazillion of money, like 3 times what I pay for a regular laptop is what they wanted for the gaming laptops that I was looking at. Mike, I believe you. Alienware makes some great gaming laptops. They're just expensive. Well, see, that's what I'm looking at, is the expensive part. 8 gig of RAM minimum. Let's see, what do I have as far as RAM? Well, see, my stuff is so old. Let's see, I've only got, I think, 4 gigabyte of RAM hidden. Yeah, see, Mike, you probably bought yours right after. I think I bought this one here. I want to say, well, it's 5 or 6 years old. Might even be, let's see, maybe even 7 years old now. When I bought it, it was top of the line, but that was, see, I've only got a 500 gigabyte hard drive. And I think 4 gig of DDR3 memory. 2 terabyte, 8 gigabyte. Shoo, yeah, 2 terabyte. I'll never use that. Heck, I haven't even used none of this. Okay. And see, Hidden, I appreciate that. Let's see here. Okay, well, that sounds good. Dustin, definitely get that to me then. I will absolutely look into that. Okay, Mike. Let's see here. I have an Acer that I love with Windows 7 on it. That's what I've got right here. Cracked the screen, so I plugged into my TV. Talk about big screen. Yeah, Cindy. My I don't know what happened to mine, but it crashed, and I've got a line down through my screen, but it's not cracked. It's just it's I guess what it is part of the pixelation, the pixel in through there. A whole line of pixels just went out. You can ask Dustin. I think it was driving him nuts. Whenever he was doing some videos here on my computer, and it was driving him a little bat crazy. But I mean, Dustin, he pulled a couple of videos with my laptop, so I mean, it works. Don't get me wrong, and he did a wonderful job. Dustin, don't take off. I took, and just to let you know, I don't know if it's any good, but I got it. It may be for me, may be for you, but I bought this here. Well, sorry, I got that at a yard sale. So is that a tower, Ken? Yeah, did you see that mic I got, Dustin? I don't know if it would be usable for you, but it's a USB plug-in. In fact, I don't know if that would kill my computer. I'd plug it in right now and see how it works. Yeah, I understand that, Cindy. I can understand that. I just tore down my old Acer that I used for my microscope. I got 2 different microscopes. I just tore it down, cleaned it all out because it was running all the time. And when I cleaned it out, well, see, Dustin, I was wondering if you would need it, but you probably got a good one. In fact, I know you got a good one, so. Oh, okay. Yeah, I had a feeling they were. I don't know. Guys, I'm going to try something. I'm going to try to plug this in and see how the mic works because I don't know if it's any good. And if I crash, I'm sorry. But I'm going to try it. Let's see. Where in the heck is that at? Oh, that's there. Okay. Let's see here. Robert, Ken, Dustin, you guys noticing that selling for more on eBay, etc. Fritz, I can tell you right now, me and Ken Peavy have had this discussion. Hello, Mari. We've had this discussion. I think Ken Peavy, and honestly, a lot of people are underestimating the new amount of people coming in. I think they're coming in groves. And yes, I have seen an increase. All of my key coins that I am selling on eBay are moving quicker. And I'm having a hard time. It used to be I could take and my collection used to be growing exponentially. I've noticed how my private collection is lowering because I'm selling more and more of them are going quicker and quicker even on my eBay. So I think we have a lot more coming into the hobby than a lot of people are giving credit for. And it's like I say, I remember when I first started and I didn't buy a lot when I first started. It took a couple of years because I was too busy cherry picking. Now, maybe other people wouldn't be that way, but it took a while. After a while, I started buying, and once I started buying, it just kept going up and up and up and up. I think we're going to see the same from other people. Blues, I always do as far as USB ports. Ken Peavy, I agree with you. Thank God for the YouTube mentors. Yes, Fritz. Yeah, I have a, yeah, I've got an USB expansion port too, Dustin. Okay, Hidden, that's cool. You're a coin and computer nerd. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Let's see here. Hey, Maury, Hidden, what's your name? Whose name? Summertime is by season. Lots of people on vacation, so tend to go back to their. Yeah, it's going to get. You're right about that, Cam, but I never seen much of a lull this summer. Okay, what's your name? Whose name are we asking about, Hidden? What did I miss? I think I missed a couple of comments. Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm going to try that mic at another time. Maybe the next time I go live, I'll try it. I don't know. I think Mr. Ken Peavy's courses would give me a hard way to go. What do you think about that? Okay, Hidden, I can do that. Well, yeah, Ken, it seems to me and you talked about it, and you were saying a little bit higher numbers than that, but I think you're a little bit lower than what I said, but you know what? I agree with you to a point to where I may have been high on my numbers, but I have a feeling that we are growing exponentially, and it's going to get. Y'all have to remember one thing. Even though, let's pretend that Ken, your numbers are right, and they may very well be. But you have to remember, in the hobby, I feel it's taken one step at a time. You go step by step by step by step. So as new people come in at the ground floor, you got somebody taking a step up. Well, up towards, a little bit higher, you got somebody who might be taking 2 or 3 steps up. Because there's a couple of years I took a few jumps. I jumped up a few steps. At my shop, there is even some neighborhood kids that walk around by coins. The kids are like 8 years old. Yes, you're right, Dustin. I'm seeing a lot of that at coin shows. If you remember that one young girl that came to the show when you was down here, I think she bought almost $200 worth of nice coins. I mean, she's well ahead of the game. I was very impressed. Hey, Mari, you know what I've seen? I'm seeing people coming back also to the hobby were that were out for a minute, and now they're starting to come back. So I think what we're going to see right now, Ken, that I think a lot of dealers are missing is I think you might be. I mean, you're right. Next up's going to be the better dates and grades, okay? But I think you're going to see a big influx and a hard time to find some of the lower stuff because of all the new people coming in. That's my personal opinion of it. Oh yeah, we're going to see a lot of new blood. Right. Exactly, Dustin. Yeah, you worked with her for a little bit. I mean, we sat there. I know I sat there for almost an hour just watching her, listening to her. She's pretty snippy. I mean, or snappy. She's going to go somewhere in the numismatist hobby. I think, Dustin. I think we're talking the same young girl. By the way, after the show was over, I seen her father. She took and her father got her a club subscription to where she's in the coin club now, so that'll be cool. Um, okay, Hidden, you can get a hold of Cindy, but I've seen rolls of the 2018 PNDs, so exactly, Dustin. That's the one that Floor took and got her some albums, and she brought her friend the next day, Dustin, if you remember, and she's about the same age. I don't know, she might have been a year or so older, but they were both buying semi-serious coins. So I don't know where she got it from, but she's starting out in the right. She had her foot going in the right direction, is what I'd like to say. She keeps buying like she is right now. When she gets to be my age, she's gonna have a heck of a collection. Let's see now. Find. Well, Ken, I think that's where we're going to. What? Somebody, Ken, you want to take care of Andy Wade, please? Don't ask me where that came from, but if you want, I will. Excuse me a second, folks. Okay. Oh, okay. That's cool. Yeah, I just took it. I don't know what Andy Wade was doing, but Andy, you know what? Find somewhere else to take him to get rid of all that stuff. I really ain't interested in that. Wow. I don't know who's seen that. I'm sorry about that, but I have no idea where that person come from. Yeah, thanks, Blue Coin. You're right. Bye, Andy. We don't need that kind of stuff. Hey, you know what? I never thought about it, Dustin. I just found her one thumbs down. Andy Wade. There you go. That's who's your thumbs down, people. You know what, Mari? You're right. Jessica Johnson's son is doing good. Also, Jay Painter. Ask Dustin about Jay Painter's son. You talk about I mean, it was a pleasure, and I do mean it was a pleasure to be around that young man. He's very polite. I just enjoyed myself being around him. That's okay, Mike. You didn't miss nothing. I promise you that. Oh, I know, Dustin, but I'm just saying, I think I don't know where that came from. It's like, what? I started reading, it's like, who's saying that? And then all of a sudden I looked and I said, okay. Let's see. Ken started when he was 10. When was that, Ken? Just kidding. Dustin, yeah, I've learned that, and I don't mind if I get a thumbs down. I'm like, okay, go for it. Have fun with it. Tear it up, buddy. But yeah, I mean, my goodness, that person's got a lot of anger inside, if you ask me. 1977. Let's see. You know what, Ken? You started just a little after me. Ouch! Dustin. Dustin has the big slam on Ken Peavy when Constantine was emperor. So Cindy, I don't worry about the thumbs down no more, and if I was you, I wouldn't worry about them one bit. I have a feeling I could tell you the name of the person that gave you the thumbs down, but we're not going to take and mention any names, and I know you know who I'm talking about, so let it go. Go ahead, Blues. I don't mind. Interaction's interaction. Fritz, I would say he is. And I would say that, Brian, you started. I actually got interested in 68, but I was too young. And I got re interested in 74. So, and Ken Peavy hit the nail on the head for me. And for me, I was going through bank wrap rolls, but I was getting them from the bank and I was going through them and taking them back to the bank. I mean, you would be surprised if you start out, well, at 14. See, I did a lot of work when I was younger. I started working when I was 10. I mean, I wasn't making a lot, but I still started working. But when I was 14, I took and got my first box of coins, and I only had to take and add maybe $1 to that every week after that. And I could go through, and when I wasn't working or schooling, I was able to go through the box of pennies and I could pull out, if I got lucky, which a few times I got lucky, and I found some rolls of the old wheat pennies, and I would take and I'd have to put maybe $5 or $10 the next week into it. But at that time, I was doing okay. So yeah, that was pretty fun for me back then. Oh, Ken Peavy, I got it. So back in 74, you guys are still getting the wheat cents rolls back then from the bank. Mari, yes, you still could. Um, and actually, in the 80s and 90s, you talk about silver and rolls of, these kids are looking through these rolls of $50 and they find one maybe every 10 rolls or 20 rolls or a box. Heck, I was finding rolls of pure silver, 90% in the 80s and 90s. I mean, my biggest haul was because they didn't have a lot of the $50 at the banks. They still don't, I don't think, unless you order them. But back then, they were just coming back from personal. People were just rolling them up personally. My best was $80 of solid 90% silver. My oldest was 1892, probably an AU. I still have it, a 1892 AU Barber $50. That was one I got also out of that $80. I got two complete sets of Franklin $50, and I don't know how many were Walking Liberty, so I got quite a bit. That was the best find I've ever done myself at one time. And don't get me wrong, in my opinion, I had a better day back in 1980. I went and bought $750 worth of Susan B. Anthony's, and out of the 700 and it was 7 or 750, I took and I found 350 of the wide rim near dates, and that's when they were going for prime money at the time. BU wheat rolls were $2 to $4. Ken, I was buying BU wheat rolls, for $1 max, and I used to buy them all the time for that. You have what coin series? I have bingo. I thought, yeah, you're right, Dustin. Dustin, after you left, you never got to see, but if you go on eBay, in fact, you could do a video if you'd like. I went through a bag of Ike dollars that was back in the corner of the coin shop that I get to go to. In fact, you never got to do that while you was here, but back in the corner, I found a whole bag of Ike dollars, and the dealer said, yeah, go through them. I went through, found about 20 of the Type 2s. 5 of them we submitted to PCGS. 4 of them came back 64, and 1 came back at 65. I've already sold 2 of them for $200, and the 65 goes for $1,425 or $50. Oh yeah, the Ikes. I still get the Ikes from the banks, just to let you guys know that. You know what, Ken? Even they're making a hit. So just to let you know, the Dogface SBAs are taking and people are asking for them. And I'll tell you right now, my opinion, grab yourself a roll 210 of the 1999 Susie B. Anthony's. A lot of people don't know, but they had to make those towards the end before they did the changeover into the Sacagawea, because they literally were running out of the small dollars. Cindy, I don't like them, but I don't, but I love the money I made off of my wide rim near dates. I think I have about 2 rolls left, and then I've went through the 350 that I found way back when. Ken Peavy, I tend to agree with you. Plus, not only that, the way they were making them and as fast as they were making them, a lot of them got ugly. Get yourself a 71 silver Ike, the S in the blue pack. Get one of those graded above a 66, and you'll see some real return on your income. Ken P on 99, been giving them out on the big show. Well, you go right on ahead, Ken. I hope I win one of your give 'em outs. I've got 2 or 3 rolls I'm just keeping. One wide rim. I've only got about 50 of them left, Cindy, so I had 350 at one time. Actually, I've owned about 500 of them. Mike Badger, the Susan B. Anthony wide rim close date. Okay, I don't care about the enders because they came in a mixed, about 50% of them. You would have to pull them out. I was selling solid date rolls. I just sold a solid date roll, and I got $15 a piece, but it was a BU roll. So I got $15 per coin. Fritz, like I said, people were doing the Susie B's. Mike, yeah, I took and I got mine from Original Bank Wraps. I call them that because everybody else does, but I got mine. Like I said, I want to say 750 at one time, but I had gotten the 350. Somebody was selling the stupid a BU roll on Facebook 4 or 5 years ago, and they were BU rolls of the Susan B. Anthony, and he sold them to me $4 a piece. One of those rolls I just sold for $15 a piece. So, and I'm certain the dealer's going to get 25. I'm setting it live chat, Fritz, and I'm going up a couple from you guys. So, yeah, I'll never get synced in as far as I know. And I agree with Ken. The lag is a problem on all channels, and I think what it is because more and more people are using their servers on YouTube. So now they're going to have to they're going to have to definitely upgrade and invest. And I think that's one of the problems that eBay's having. There's so many people going on their server, they don't have enough time. That's why you don't get. Used to be you could take and research a variety. Now you're lucky if you can get a variety research that was sold within the last 30 days. And yeah, I want to say, yeah, I don't know how many seconds the delay is, but that's what I think it is, Cindy. I think YouTube has gotten so big their servers is not picking it up. I think they're going to have to invest back into some new servers. Let's see, I don't think I've got mine set at low or slow. Let's see here. Ooh, I wonder. Ta-da! Now I can take it. Okay. How you like that? I just put you all on a timestamp. And you know it's going to be, Ken Peavy. It's going to be exploded quick. I can tell everybody right now, I know I'm working off the fiber optics. And I've got I never got the highest speed, but that may even be a problem to it. But I'm only about 2 miles away from a transformer or where they take and there's something in it from what the guy told me at the phone company that we should have or I should have a fast internet. Oh, Ken PVI would say once the fiber optic is everywhere, both coming and going, I think all the systems going to work better. And Mari, that's why I'm wanting to upgrade. And I was just reading through yours. Yeah, substation. Thank you very much, Blues Coins. That's what I was looking for. I'm close to a substation, but I'm running again. I know for a fact I'm running fiber optics. I mean, I can tell it with the wires. Yeah, no kidding, Ken. Yeah, this right here, what we're doing today is nothing like it was when we had AOL. 20 more years from now, Ken. Good question. What are we going to see? We're probably going to see closer to instant time. Oh, how many CDs did AOL give away? I must sleep long day. Goodbye. Okay, Hidden. You have a nice evening. Good to see you. And by the way, welcome to the group Coin Off. Ken PV, yeah, hologram. I believe that. Smell-o-vision. There you go. That's the next thing I've been told. That's already being processed. They're just waiting to bring it out, Ken. That's not a lot of people don't know it, but that is a fact. I've got a friend who said he's already he goes to these here futuristic electronic shows, and Smell-O-Vision is here, believe it or not, people. They just haven't gotten it to the market yet. Okay, it's SJ now. I see you guys got me confused on that coin off. Well, Cindy, yeah, that's what I thought about it. It's like I think that could be a bad thing in time. It was a hobby to see how far one could fling an AOL disc. Yeah, I think you're right about that, Ken. Those, I don't know how many of those CDs was sent to me in the mail. Mari, that ain't a bad thing. I wish, you know what though, Mari? I bet you the next jump they're going to make it to where Windows 98 will not work. That's the sad part. Oh yeah, Blues, you buy storage units. I think that would be fun to at least play with for a little bit. Coin off is saying it's me, SJ. So it's not Amanda. Wow, an 8-track. Yeah, floppy disks. I remember them. Oh, okay. Well, whoever. Hello, coin off. I don't care who it is. I don't care. Just welcome either one of you. How's that sound? Welcome, let's see, how would that be? Welcome, Sija Amanda. That sounds about right. SJ Amanda together? I don't know. Well, you know one thing, Ken, what me and you talked about the other day, man, it makes a big difference in the rooms. What a wonderful group of people is all I can say about that. Hey, everyone's, you know what? I seen James a little bit, or strike that. I seen Link in the earlier, but I haven't seen him up here tonight. I hope he's okay. Maybe he's taking him an early nap. Oh, me too, Ken. You know what, Ken? One thing that I find humorous is a lot of people don't know this. These stupid little CDs. I mean, these one guys. A lot of people don't know they work in the big ones too. I remember my first tax one I got like that. It was just for taxes. Something I'd gotten from the IRS. I put it in and it's like, holy cow. Coin off, take care. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. I didn't even see the auction coin off. I apologize. I hadn't been on for a while, so I thought I'd better get on and say hi. Yeah, really, I didn't even know that. I don't, you know what, coin off, I don't even know that I don't even know that I am subscribed yet. I'll have to get over there and subscribe. Good luck with that, Blues Coins. And even though I just seen one, reel to reel, I didn't get no notification, but I don't think I'm a subscriber yet. I'll have to check that out later. It was big on my screens for the PC back then. You had to have 5 foot. Oh, no kidding. Those, yeah, whenever I was gonna say, yeah, I figured that much, Dustin. I know that there's no way to hold on to all that stuff. When you have a store, a lot of people think, oh, you got to hold on to something. Don't work that way. You don't make money being a museum. You only make money selling coins or silver or gold, whatever you're selling. Yeah, I'm sure you do. I know when I go to the store that I go to, there's a serious buyer for everything, to be honest. But there's some stuff that sticks around for a while. By the way, Dustin, you could almost take, and I was just showing Ken Peavy and them before you got on. I found about 20 semi-key coins, all Lincoln pennies, out of a bag I just got and opened and went through today. I mean, like 10S, 24D. I mean, nice ones too. Full rims, solid, fine, very fine, extra fine AU. All of them in the same bag. Fritz, I tend to agree with you, but I don't know how many's out there. Oh, okay. I didn't know I'd put that in the text. See, I'm doing so much right now. I got Cadillac problems. I just got more stuff to do than I got time of the day, but you talk about a good thing to have. Just busy, busy, busy. Like I said, I just got on here because I hadn't been on for, I don't even know when I was on here last. And with that said, guys, it is 12:42. My goodness, you guys take and make it so fun. I am getting tired. And I've got to and tomorrow I've got to go visit a friend that got stuck back in the hospital that just had the heart operation. She had to go back. I think she's got pneumonia, I believe is what they said. My auction. What about my auction? I will be doing an auction, yes. I won't be doing a bunch of auctions here in August because I've got to take and, like I said, I may do an auction for my trip. So I can take and maybe I can go visit Dustin over at his house and go to the ANA International Show of Money. Okay, well, that was Friday, but that was on CoinOp. That wasn't on my channel, Cindy. So, I mean, I agree with you. Friday. So, yeah, I'm not like Ken Peavy. I don't know how Ken Peavy does it all the time. He just gets on and he starts chit-chatting and going about, and he's a never-ending love story. I mean, it's like, holy cow. Every time I turn on my computer and go to YouTube, it's like, well, shoot, Ken's on. Well, okay, I might as well just wait till he's done. Well, 4 hours later, go back and look. Well, Ken's back on again. So, but that's okay. I don't mind. I like watching Ken from time to time. I just don't say a lot. I'm too busy learning, is what I'm doing. Come on, Robert. What am I doing? I've only been. You know what, guys? Here's the problem, and this is no joke. I'm looking if I could turn my camera around to show you all. My elapsed time says 000007. It hasn't kept track of time. I cannot see the bar to whether I'm streaming good, streaming bad. I have no idea about nothing on my stream tonight. Ooh, on a mission this week to try and reach 100,000 views. Cool. Oh, okay. Hey, brother, there's a good chance I'm going to do my best if, excuse me, if I can take and if I can get well, let's hope like heck I got a good auction. Maybe I can find a few people that are nice enough to, if I can get somebody to buy that couple coins I've got, I'll be doing good. I'll be able to make it then. So, but yeah, just make certain you got room for two, Dustin, because I'll be bringing my wife with me. You know that. I want her to go visit up there anyways. I mean, besides your place, I want her to see Philadelphia and the ANA show. I think that would just be absolutely wonderful. Even if I just go there and walk around, I mean, I know my one buddy's going to be setting up a table there, so I may be able to go to the show and sit around by his table if nothing else. But I don't think I'm going to go for the whole show because I think it's a 4 or 5 day show. Or what? Oh, are they expensive? My coins? Cindy, I've got them from. I've got, you name it, I've got the prices. I've got coins for almost every price range that you can imagine. Almost. Now, I don't, let me rephrase that. From 5,000 and down, $5,000 and down, I've got a price range. I don't have any for sale above $5,000. How's that? So, see, pocket change for you, Cindy. Fritz, I haven't seen those, to be honest. Well, Cindy, you've bought a few. They were pretty good, so you haven't done bad. You're right in there. Heck, I know a couple of the coins you got from me, Cindy. Get your button gear and sell a couple of them. Fritz, I have yet to find a book that has not paid for itself multiple times over. Some more than others, but every book I've ever spent, whatever money I've spent on them, they have paid for themselves over and over and over. My cherry pickers guides, I'll tell you what, I could have a gold coated one and I still would have money left over from what I've been able to cherry pick from just the cherry pickers guide. And that's not a joke, and I think Dustin can probably attest to that. He's seen some of my stuff. Even though we never got a chance to even look at hardly anything while he was here, he was so busy just doing stuff from literally 7 in the morning till about, well, one night was 4 in the morning, the other night was 7 in the morning. Well, Ken, I got up to $200 on one coin, so, but it was a nice coin, but still, I'm certain he's going to be happy with it. I think it's out there. We just have to keep moving forward, and we're going to move forward. I got so many books right now, Fritz, that's becoming a problem for me. I'm going to have to start. In fact, I'm giving a couple of them away to my great nephew. Any book that's got anything to do with the hobby is usually a good book. At least that's my opinion of it. Okay, kiddies, it's 12:50. I am going to take and get off of here. Joe, that Ike was one of 4 nice ones. All of them that we got were nice. And you know what? I just happened to look at my pictures on eBay. My pictures stink. And that's the best way for me to describe it. They really stink. The coins are 3 times better than the pictures. So if anybody needs a nice Ike, I strongly recommend you go get them. They're a lot better. Well, good, Ken. I hope you get a 2009 Ultra High Relief Gold Eagle that you can't sell and you put it in one of the big shows. I'll be a player in that show. Yep, I agree, Cindy. You all stay groovy. You have a wonderful evening. Dustin, thanks for stopping by. I'm going to look for that link. But I'm going to get my butt up off of here. It's been fun. It's been real, and it's been real fun. You guys, you have a nice evening. I'll talk to you another day. As always, happy hunting. You guys take care. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I'll see y'all later.